I was starting to think, and I am a partial DM. I've DM'd for a while before, and then I'm like, oh, why am I having these ideas? Because I was looking at the droid that I chose for Souls one shot, and I'm like, oh no, what if Daisy had this? And oh god,
No.
yeah.
There you go, playing another female.
Well, no, this one's a male, but
Daisy's a male?
No, this one.
no, this one. Daisy is a female, yeah.
I know.
Court thinks all you
Yeah.
play are females.
I haven't properly played a male character since an enter. And well, I have Vadim now.
Yeah, you got Vadim. Well, we want to know. He's been MIA.
So Nanter's coming back though, right?
Who knows?
So what happens if in the game Nanter comes back? Are you gonna want to play Nanter?
I told Park I'm down to play 3 characters at once.
Yeah,
I don't mind
won't
talking
let
to
that
myself. Yeah, but I told him I'm down if it ever happens.
So
would
you won't let him play both characters?
Man, the freaking 9 characters. That's gonna be so hard to balance for.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially an Echo Knight. Like, he got rid of the Echo Knight. Why would he want the Echo Knight back?
Oh, I thought of a worse Echo Knight.
Oh god, really?
I was fiddling around with making this character, not this character, but a character for solos. And then I'm like, well, what if I go fighter? And then what if it gets to like Echo Knight? Well, then what if I bring it into another campaign? Well, how can I make Echo Knight stupid? Because echoes are objects. And I figured out how to make Echo Knight stupid. Like, they're stupid, but I figured out how to make them stupid.
Yeah.
I'm told to say quit smacking. I didn't know I was smacking.
Is it me?
No. Dammy says that he is told to tell me to quit smacking.
Well, stop smacking.
I know I was smacking. Alright.
Oh. Hey, ass wagon.
Hi.
I didn't know I was being addressed.
So listen, I didn't know I was being addressed. Here's the headset. This is between you and the computer man.
Hey, you with the face.
Yeah.
I also have a face.
No.
Not you.
Yeah.
I'm not the faceless man.
Look, shh, be quiet. When I'm talking and I say mean things, I'm only talking to Parkless. Okay, anyways, quit smacking, chewing with your mouth open. It's rude.
There is a delay, so there's like 5 seconds on that one.
I know I can hear it.
All right. I didn't realize I was smacking. There's goldfish.
It's gross.
You're gross.
That's beside the point.
Yeah, that's right.
It's over there.
Get over there.
Give him back the headset so I win this argument.
I'm not doing anything.
Pizza real quick.
I'm just gonna sit here and annoy you fuckers.
Oh, is that what you're smacking?
No!
Is when I lick my fingertips?
Oh, yeah, you did.
That must be it. Is when I get the flavor blasted goldfish flavor off my fingertips.
It's okay. Park and Solo weren't cool enough to see the die. And
I know, they didn't see the awesome Valentine's
I saw it.
I mean, I'll show Court separately.
It's in general text chat. I saw it.
I know, but I want to see how it works.
It's really cool.
I mean, that's fair. I
saw it and I was actually going to say something that I actually want to see it.
Yeah, because
I said I was actually going to say something, but she didn't actually say anything.
She was muted.
No, I just didn't want to say anything right this second because we're supposed to be playing a game.
I bled out. It's okay.
Okay, this is overload for me.
Okay.
There's too many voices and I can't.
You told us all to be quiet. There wasn't that many voices.
Should I turn the voice on, babe?
Sure. See what they think. Just add another voice to the pool.
Yeah, we could just add another voice to the pool. Is this too much for you? Does this overload your voice capacity?
I don't like the ringing. Like, it has
Yeah.
a ringing to it. Ow.
That's why I'm not gonna do it, because I can't get rid of that ring.
We don't know what happened.
Oh, that ring hurt. Like, I
Mhm.
didn't like that.
Yeah, like it was fine until literally today, and now I can't get rid of it. So I won't have a voice changer.
It sounds worse through Discord.
Oh, I bet. You know what? Maybe we do just need a 3D printer, and then we can make our own stuff like this.
I'm back, and she went to bed.
Good.
So I don't know if you guys.
Could
were
she?
talking.
Yeah, we were. I was trying to overload her mental capacity for voices. Did you not hear it?
No.
So yeah, I was mid talking, and then I did this, and I said, "How does that happen to your mental capacity of voices?"
Nope. She took her headset off, and I didn't put it on until just now.
Yeah,
So.
you got lucky.
Are we waiting on anyone?
The DM.
Oh,
I've
fair.
literally been here. Like,
Yeah, he was just waiting for the conversation to be over.
Oh,
I've been here since 8.
I was here since 7:56.
Well, actually, 15 minutes earlier, but
It's like, yeah,
I was in here 7:51 because I was told to bring up the laundry basket, so I joined off my phone, went down, brought the laundry basket, was on exactly at 8.
fair enough.
I think I need alcohol.
Why do you
Not
think
like your DM.
I mean, never mind.
Oh, that's the wrong screen. I want this over here. And I want this down here. There we go. That's too bright. There we go.
I'm excited.
I'm terrified.
Yeah.
That's
we
how,
have
how
no.
we
I
all
have
felt.
no emotions. I do not find excitement in you being terrified.
I have to remember how to play this character.
Yeah, I noticed you have no description of how the traits work or how your character's gonna act or bonds or anything. But oh well.
That's not true. I completely had it as of last night. You're talking on old news, and you haven't.
I'm talking that I opened the sheet literally 6 minutes ago and they're empty. So
You may need to refresh.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have personality traits, ideals, bonds, or flaws, but it's all in my background. That apparently deleted.
I did.
It.
I did
Backstory,
see.
that is.
I did see you had it in the backstory. So
Yes.
okay. Oh. Okay, let's try to set this a little bit up, I guess, in the best attempt I can. So, currently, your crew has previously been on an adventure for the Duke of the town that you were in. I had not previously thought of a town, but you guys have already been on one adventure. You guys fought a bandit captain, brought back his head, and were rewarded 80 gold, which you guys split 20 gold each. You were able to spend your gold in the town, buy little knickknacks, accessories, anything you felt that were needed for your journey, before you found a notice on the bounty board for another bounty. Your crew decided that this was an acceptable thing, took the bounty as your own, and set off. Days travel in. End of night, you guys camp down for the night, and that's where we're going to start. So you guys are sitting on the campfire, you settling in, you have your campsite all set up, you're a little bit off the main road in a little thicket of trees as the night begins to set upon you. If you guys,
What's the bounty for?
the bounty was to search for this creature that had been in a nearby cave, and you're currently on the way out to the cave.
We're going towards the cave, you said?
Yeah, you're a day adventure into it. It's about 2.5 days out.
Any description of the creature? Is it just a creature menacing in a cave?
The townsfolk around, it's heard it howling in the woods, lurking. They're not really sure. You know, you get shadow stories, unusual comments about it was this tall, and another one says no, it was this tall, and a bunch of conflicting things. But animals have gone missing, basically. So
all divinations are blurry. It's weird.
Yeah.
With as high accurate as divination spells have gotten these days, for some reason all divinations come back blurry.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing.
You know, We can see into the ethereal plane, but things on this always come out fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
Just like bank security cameras.
So, as I said, you guys have made a camp. You're settling down for the night. Discussion around campfires. This, if you would like to describe your characters to each other, you guys already do know each other, but as a preface, you guys can.
Okay.
So,
All right. I don't mind starting. My name, well, you guys would know me as Loaf Part. I rarely give the last name as it's more of a title than a name. I am a what is my race? I always forget how to say this. Shadar Kai. So I'm a
All right, Hectic.
very pale individual with dark brown eyes. I'm a medium size, about 5'8".
We'll see how he does.
Decent athletic build, ashy gray skin, white hair. I do carry with me a ankh around my neck as a holy symbol. As we've interacted, you know me to be a paladin. I'm a bit zealous in belief of Anubis, as we believe that being a Shadar Kai, I was part of the Raven Queen's court, and training under Anubis, I am now belief that death is a natural order, and all who pervert it must be stopped. And I am lawful neutral.
All right.
I guess I'll go
Nah.
next.
Go ahead.
So I'm a fairly middle-aged man, silver hair, nice little brown beard. You know that he is a druid. His name is Sanalis. He calls upon the powers of the stars.
No, I agree. I hope
and
he does super. I hope he enjoys it.
has
He'll do
had
well. I
an
just hope he enjoys
encounter
it.
within the stars that left him a bit confused. And he is of the neutral alignment and prays to Selûne, the goddess of the moon. Quite tall. He's 6 foot. His dark blue eyes and his tanned in skin.
All right. I am a very tall, slender female high elf with dark green hair, brown eyes, tannish skin color. Fairly young, very, very thin, almost sickly thin for her height. And she has a stone that's tied on a rope that hangs around her neck. And I carry around a pet crab on my shoulder. My crab's name is Katie. My name is Celeria, and this is my friend Bob.
I am Bob, also known as battery operated bodyguard. I am
That's great.
7'3", over 300 pounds. I don't know how old I am. I'm made mostly of stone. You do know that my interior core channels divine energy from some area unknown. I don't actually have a name. The name that I normally go by is Hero with No Name. Some people called me Hero. But as I was found in the travels of Celeria, I have been designated Bob.
His name was Robert Paulson.
And I am a Warforged cleric of the Twilight Domain. So I normally take first watch as my dark vision. I can see in the dark up to 300 feet. So I usually keep a pretty good perimeter. And then when I do sleep, I go inert, but I'm still conscious. I just go into power save mode.
And I would probably take close to a middle because I trance, so I don't need long to sleep either.
I take the final watch as the sun rises
okay. So
to say goodbye to the stars.
you guys have your introduction, which you guys already technically do, and your watch orders. So the night grows deeper and darker. Finally getting tired. You guys settle down for bed, and the watches begin. I would like first watch to take and roll a perception check.
Sure. 12.
So it's nice and 12. You stay up the entire night. Your vision unwavering. Nearing the end of your watch, you do notice a light fog seem to settle around the area, kind of obscuring the low plants and trimmings around the edges of your camp. A little bit in the distance, you can still see the road, but it's kind of being lost in a little bit of fog as your watch ends.
All right.
Otherwise, second watch would come up. You would trade your places. And I'm going to also require a perception check.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to speak a little clearer.
Sorry, I'm trying to be. I will try my best. A bit closer, talk a bit louder.
That's better. Okay.
Did any of that come through then?
Yes.
Like
It was
previously?
just yes. It was just for me. It was laborious to piece it together. I guess.
I will try to do a little bit better then.
This is perfect. Stay right there, and you're good.
I bent my mic in a bit farther to make it a little bit easier on you.
Perfect.
So, second watch takes off, and I would also like you to roll a perception check. 19. So, as you are awoken and trade places with current first watch, you notice there's a light fog immediately. It tries to obscure things, but you can still see pretty clearly. You're used to fog, not too much to you. But
Go ahead. Sorry.
as your watch continues, the fog gets thicker.
Do I
start.
feel it's
Okay.
unusual.
It seems to be coming on a bit heavier than you're familiar with. It's kind of odd, but
Okay.
it's just growing thick fast. It could be a thing, could also not be a thing. You're not really sure.
Okay. I'll let you finish your description before I tell you what I want to do.
So yeah, as the night starts to progress heavier, the fog thickens a bit. It's a pretty solid fog. You no longer have sight of the road. You can still see the trees. You don't see any shadows, no movement, no other sounds, but the fog is getting really thick. It almost feels like it's closing in on you.
Okay. I'd like to use Divine Sense. Do you need me to link it?
I would prefer it. Prefer.
Good old Divine Sense link.
Isn't there a dark mode for this thing?
For Roll20?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it. Or at least, yeah, I think
Why is
it's in the settings, graphics, I want to say. No.
Oh no, for D&D Beyond not.
Yeah, there is. Click
Oh,
on the
yeah.
character portrait. And then I think it's character settings. And
Change
then
sheet
under
appearance?
dark mode.
There it is. Change sheet. Yeah. So there's a manage next to the name, and you can be in your sheet and just change sheet appearance. There you go. Easy steps. Oh, sorry. Continue. So yeah, I would like to use Divine Sense. Wait,
You
I think
take.
I changed Go ahead. I didn't know I
You
could change my background.
Yeah. All the things I counted for this was you take into a sense on the fog. It describe it. Something feels off, but it's not giving an innate magical sense. It's not magical in itself. It doesn't come off as good or evil in any way.
No, I'm just sensing the 60 feet around me. Because it's a fog, so I'm not. I mean, it's this heavy fog. I would believe that something's producing the fog rather than the fog has ill intent.
You don't seem to see anything within range or anything living within the fog. So it doesn't give you any senses that would really tingle your divine sense.
Okay. All right. I'll be on. Let's see who took the. I'll be on alert. I'll just keep an ear out, eye out, head on a swivel. I do have a affinity for perception.
You're taking perceiving. At one point, you see the shadows of the trees as the fog closes in heavier. You can only see the outlines of them now. You can't really see the leaves or the branches anymore. It's just kind of shadows of trees in a wall of white as the fog gets heavier and heavier around you.
I
Uh,
tried to rise Sinalus quietly.
He wakes up.
There's a Druid is this doesn't feel natural for this area. We have a fog descend upon us. I don't sense anything.
I will like to take a nice little look around and then try to remember if I know anything about the area that would cause the fog to roll in.
Okay. So take a look around. We'll want we'll do a perception check followed by a history check. See if you maybe know the lay of the land. Nature. Double checking exactly one thing. Historical events. I think that'd be a nature. Yeah. So I'm gonna want a perception for you looking around the fog, seeing what you see, and then a nature check.
There you go.
Oof.
Okay. So the perception check. You take a look. You see just fog. Like there were trees. There were definitely trees there, but now at best there's shadows amongst the fog. It seems as almost that the fog is almost like you're in the eye of the storm. You can see up and the camp, but everything around you is fog. And recalling the lay of the land, there's maybe a river nearby within a half a mile, but this fog is just odd. It doesn't make sense.
I relay this to Lufper. Yeah, this fog does not make sense. It's unnatural.
I agree. Nothing has moved, nothing has skittered, but as of now, it's just heavy.
Suspicious indeed.
I'd like to actually. I'll cast the. Let me make sure I'm right with this. Is there a stone at my foot?
There's miscellaneous stones laying through the grass. They're at best pebbles. You're a little bit off the path, so this a decent sized stone is unlikely, but you could
Oh,
probably find a pebble if you search for it. Lana.
Pebble's good enough. I'd like to pick up a pebble and cast light on it and throw it into the fog.
You pick up a small rock from your feet, and in your hand it lights up, luminescent, glowing. You chuck it in, and you see, as it goes into the fog, you see the light start fading as it goes farther away. Give me a strength check, just to see how far you really throw it. So it goes a decent toss. You can still lightly see its light within the fog, but obviously it's behind a bunch of fog. You can see some light in the distance. There's nothing crossing in front of it beside the fog. There's a obfuscating it. So it's
This
there.
is. I'll turn to Sinellus. This is indeed unnatural. It's too thick, and we have too much clarity.
Yes. Let me see what I can do, and I will start to ritually cast detect magic.
I'll keep a guard up watching him.
Okay, is that you said ritual casting or
Yes, ritual casting.
so it's gonna take some time?
Yes, I believe 10 minutes and 6 seconds.
I think it's 11 minutes if I'm correct. Or
Well,
am I incorrect?
it's an action, so an action is 6 seconds.
Okay. So anything going on while you're channeling that, or are you gonna let it channel?
I'm just guarding.
Okay.
I have my where's my attack? I have my glaive ready, just waiting.
So as yes, Sinalis takes and channels the ritual, and detect magic activates for you.
Right. Is the entire fog magical all around us?
It is giving off a faint glow.
Is there any specific school?
It is enchantment.
I will inform my comrade. Yeah, this fog is magical. Stay on alert.
I never dropped.
So at this point, I'll say like second watch finishes, and we're like in the third watch. If you guys are tag teaming, I don't know if that might risk your comfortable rest.
Did anything change of the fog?
The
in that
fog is
period of
getting
time?
thicker. Give me one perception check.
Fuck off.
Proficient, by the way.
Proficient. Hella proficient.
Hello, person. Okay.
Hella
not-
proficient.
I don't know. You still see the tree shadows. There
It's like
are
+5
shadows
at
of
level 2
trees.
is boss.
But yeah, at this point, you feel like you could almost reach out and grab the fog. It's so heavy. It's
But
just
it's-
thick.
It's but we still appear. Nothing has changed in our area. It's just the wall seems thicker.
Oh, yeah, your campsite somehow is clear. It almost you guys can see each other perfectly fine. It's almost if you're stuck in a circular cone or a cylindrical shape. You can see, and the fog is there.
Well, Sonalis, let me trance for a little. If anything happens, let me know. But maybe we'll see more in the daylight.
Where we wake up our other elf companion. Since she should have been alright a while ago.
Okay. Just rouse me if you need.
Alright. As he goes to sleep, I rouse Sileria quietly. It's like, hey, we need another set of eyes.
All right, what's going on? Whoa. What?
Yeah,
By the way, Stella, I like that you're parkless.
yeah,
It threw me off.
yeah.
Oh,
Tell us
Minute
about
to
whenever
realize what
when Dammy
going on.
was a D&D and was doing the same thing, and like we had profiles switched on. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, why are you solo and solo you? I'm really confused.
Give me a second. I'm like, oh right.
yeah.
It is hilarious.
Oh, so I wake up kind of like confused. What's going on?
Well,
Um,
this fog is unnatural and is magical. So, just need another set of eyes, since I believe you should have already have awakened when you were prancing a bit too long.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I can help.
So, I'll take my watch with the help of Sileria.
okay. So you guys do both of you want to take your perception checks to see in the fog, or do you guys want to combine and be assisting each other? And
I
I'll
don't
let
mind
one of you
taking
take
it
the roll.
separate.
Would you say, Dan?
Separate.
Okay. I'm assuming we're facing in different ways too.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So now as you've already been alerted to the fog, you're taking a look, and you see it growing thicker as your watch starts to progress. You didn't even think it could be any thicker at this point. Solaria, on the other hand, you're looking for the road, and you still can't see the road. The road was definitely there. I don't know why I don't see it. It was there.
I don't understand.
There was definitely a road here.
No matter where I look, I can't see anything. What happened to the road?
There's trickery afoot.
This is crazy.
Yes, just keep an eye out in case anything comes out of the fog. Even we can see the road.
Of course.
So about halfway through your guys' watch, you're being very careful, watching for any movement, any shadows, anything that could present danger. And the fog starts to give a little bit. You feel it retracting, not quickly, but you can start to see the edge of the trees. Um, Are either of you proficient in nature?
I am.
You're both proficient in nature.
Get fucked.
Oh yeah. Let's
So
Yep.
you both can take a nature check.
Hey, Dammy, are you proficient in nature?
Shit, there goes my good
Oh.
roll.
Surprisingly, I'm actually not.
Hey, neither am I.
Okay,
Wow.
don't worry,
I
someone
like
made
how
up
Corey
for
and I
it.
just
So the
inverted.
two people in proficient are the ones awake.
So now you take a look and like the trees are trees. Something seems odd. Like I don't. You're not exactly sure. Just something doesn't sit right. But Solaria, on the other hand, with the fog coming back, you immediately realize you guys camped down in between some pine trees and oaks, and these are something different. This is like some type of redwood or something. Like it's not what you camp next to. It's your camp's here, but those trees are different. They're not what you remember. They're not in the same positions you remember. Nothing is what you camped at.
Are those trees the same trees we camped under? No, they're not. Nope, they definitely look different.
I stand up,
Like,
make my
get
way
closer.
over.
Look.
I pull out my scimitar and poke the tree.
It makes a sound as you poke it with your scimitar. Some bark crisps and falls off to the ground.
I grab the bark, inspect it.
It's a tree, dude.
I bite it.
It tastes very earthy, kind of a bit grain. You're very careful, I imagine, to not get splinters when you bite it.
Yes.
It's definitely bark. The wood on the underside isn't a white or gray like you would expect, like a white or a silverish. It's a deeper, like brownish or even maybe a red.
As I toss the bark aside. Yeah, these are not the trees we were camped at. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't remember what trees we camped under, but they definitely weren't those.
They were definitely not reddish hued.
Weird.
I put away my scimitar.
And I'm gonna kind of just look around to see if anything else looks unusual.
With your nature check you made previously, you'll take and start noticing that the grass seems like a different hue. It's not like it's still green, but it's maybe like a bit lighter than it was before. The bushes don't seem to align. Uh, you you've been two guys worrying about the tree for so long. You start noticing the fog is starting to pull back more, and you see kind of a pathway off the side, and it's definitely not the same road.
All right, we're definitely not where we went camping.
We're definitely
I
not
don't-
in Kansas anymore.
I definitely don't know where we are. I think we should alert the others. Something's not right.
Let them finish resting. We may need it.
All right, fair.
So you're gonna take and wait it out.
Yeah, we're
Yup.
gonna wait.
Keeping a
As
good
you-
eye out.
As you wait out the rest of the rest, the fog seems to lighten up and retract. Not too far. You can still see it in the distance, but it seems like you're no longer entrapped by it. You're no longer encased, but it is still there. You can see a pathway leading out, and you can't really see past the trees, but it definitely doesn't lead the same way it used to. But you at least have a road that was somewhere near you guys. So, and the sunlight creeps over the horizon. You can see the streams of light coming through the trees as it tries to get to you, but is obviously blocked by both the fog and the trees. But it is now daytime. The night has passed, and things are different.
I tap Bob in the head. Wake up, Bob. And then I
Bob,
wake up
online.
Lofer. I wake up Lofer from his trance. Fog's moved out.
And we're definitely not in the same place we went to sleep at.
And
So,
I'm
do I take my long rest?
Everybody should have slept long enough to get the long rest. So
Have to make sure.
I'm gonna
Yep.
I used a skill.
put my arm out and touch Celeria and activate Vigilant Blessing. Your next initiative roll is at advantage.
Okay.
So Bob is to understand that Celeria is not worried about this movement of ours.
I'm concerned. But we're all in one piece. It's just cautious.
So now that the daylight's out, I see. What do I see? Does it look different?
The trees are taller. They're a deeper green. The red, the trees around you, like the height of leaves seem to change. They're a bit higher than they were before, but it just everything seems a little bit different. Like your camp's still there. It's exactly as you set it up. Just everything around you seems to have changed.
I'm sorry,
I
the
leave
fog's gone?
The fog is there. It's retracted a bit on the side toward the road, so you can see a pathway or some type of road off in the distance. But on the other side, it's still kind of it's holding a little bit into the woods that you can't see too deep into it.
So I leave this to your discretion as the DM. Being Fey touched, I would know things about the land of the Fey. So, I mean, I am a Fey creature. So, do I feel like I'm still on the prime material plane?
You definitely feel that it's still it's nowhere in the Fey. You're still on the same plane. You haven't shifted any planes that you can
Okay.
tell. So
Okay. Being roused, I open my eyes, not slowly, but simply, and look around and see the pathway down. Well, it seems the light has given us passage. Anubis guides us. Shall we go forward?
Yes, Bob
I'm-
travels as Celeria does.
Yes.
I'm good to go.
Excellent. Let's see what Cretan brought us here. And with that, I'll rise and I'll kind of get my glaive out, prepare, and just look around and start heading down the opened path.
We'll be
So-
behind.
you guys are just following one at a time in order.
Well, is
Yeah.
it how big is the
Yeah, I
how
guess
big's
how
the
big?
tunnel?
It's just an open grassy pathway. Probably 20, 25 feet wide. You guys could be shoulder to shoulder if you wanted to as you walked out.
Oh, yeah, I'll probably be on the side.
I'll
I'm
take
gonna-
the back.
Keep myself in front of Celeria.
So it'd be me and Bob and
Then
Celeria, and then
Yeah.
Then
Sonalis.
Sonalis.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sounds fair.
Bob won't let me go first.
No. Bob needs to protect you.
Yeah.
Plus, you're ranged.
It's true.
It's like Solo and Dark and Darker. Why am I dying as a ranger? Because you're in the front.
Because you're in the front. Why did
Okay,
my wizard die? Because you went ahead.
You're in
Because
the
you went
front.
stealth.
I forget that I'm at ranged, okay?
All right.
Even Frogwyn. See, Frogwyn is ranged too, but she just runs in. All right,
So-
sorry.
As you guys progress through the woods, you get closer to the road, and you can see the trees kind of aren't near the road. The road leads straight away from you, like farther and farther forward. As you trace the road down, down in front of you, you look up, and this is definitely not where you guys were at before. In front of you, a decent distance away, stands a giant gate looming with two giant stone statues on either side, brandishing swords.
How big are the statues?
And to make it easier for you guys, you just see this giant gate with these stone statues, which you guys should have gotten a pop up if I did that correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Are they as presented, as in decapitated, or are they whole?
Yes, they are exactly as shown. this massive gate. You guys come through the woods, and you're at this dirt patch, a road leading to them. Near the gate at the front, you can see severed statue head from the one on the left, and this giant gate slightly ajar.
This is not architecture I'm familiar
Bob
with.
feels like we are being led here on purpose.
Well, of course, Anubis guides our steps, but to what end? Who created these?
It sounds like Anubis would have, according to Loafper.
We should get closer and look more closely.
Very well.
Yeah.
So with that, I will take and give you guys an overview of. Again, I just realized I have some information on it, but oh well. So if you guys, this is going to shift you guys to the map. It's
Oh,
going to
wow.
have all the information. You guys are on the far right side, kind of in the middle.
The gate there on the right? I see
Yep.
it.
You can see the gate, and then that token should be controlled by all of you guys. You have some distance away, but you guys are able to progress toward the gate. And like I said, it is open and ajar. You shall have access to that token.
Okay.
Move it. Yep.
So as we get closer, I would like to notice if the statues have been worn out through time and just normal erosion, or something caused the head to be lopped off.
Well, the statues definitely have vines crawling up the sides of them. They're a little bit worn, nature, weather, typical things taken on them. But the heads are clean cut. You don't know of any winds, at least, that could just naturally do that. So,
Well, he is looking at one of the heads. I'm going to go to the other one. And I am designation Bob. What are you called?
He's designation dead. That's what he is.
the
No
statue
normal
stands.
wind cut these down.
It does not reply to you, unfortunately.
I put my
That's
glaive
hilarious.
away, and I'll put my trident, and I'll wield my trident and shield.
I'm just gonna look at the statues like as a whole, like the whole picture, and see if I can notice anything that stands out.
Beside the giant gate.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna look at the gate too because it's closed, right?
Okay. If you're taking a look around, give me a perception check.
Is the gate closed? Because the picture shows open.
Yeah, the gate is hanging open.
Oh, okay.
A gap behind.
Okay.
So
I didn't see that. Oh, I guess I need to get closer.
So with that perception check, you don't really see anything. You're looking at the gate, looking at the statues. They don't move. They don't. It just seems like a very nice, intricate carved gate with very nice statues that were at one point in a full one piece, but now have been unfortunately severed.
This is a very elaborate entrance.
Bob's going to go to
Look-
the other head and introduce himself.
I will catch up with that in a second.
Okay.
As Bob goes over to introduce you, look at Bob, and like over his shoulder, out of the corner of your eye, you notice that the fog has crept with you guys. You can no longer see the start of the road where you guys once started. Your campsite gone. You're in this valley. It's full of fog, and there's the fog, you guys, and the gate, and whatever's beyond it.
Well, that's ominous.
Well,
No,
can't go
clearly
back.
Anubis blesses us with a clear path.
We can't go backwards. We might as well go forwards. Let's go through the gate.
Yes,
Does this,
Bob is in agreement.
Does this build or structure architecture? Do I like and do I have can I have any idea, or do I have any idea what sort of creature or race have built this?
Give me a history check. See if maybe you recognize anything.
Bob is
No.
proficient in history. Can he try?
If you would like.
It's
So
awesome.
for Lofper, you take a look, and it seems to be just stone, maybe a mountain, maybe a
Loaf.
cave.
Loaf. It's like bread loaf.
Loaf.
Loaf per.
Loafer. Okay. It just seems to be, stone. There's not really anything that you can tell just at your glances. It's pretty tall, so must have been a lot of work to get it out here, get everything set up. Or they cut away a mountain and left the gate behind, one of the two. So
I have gloriously been brought to a land of unknown creatures. I do not know what these are. Who built these?
So Bob, with your check, we'll say that you remember hearing about some gate entryway into some land controlled by some person. It's a large gate. Maybe it could have been a fairy tale. It could have been real. You're not exactly sure. I mean, there's lots of gates, right? This could be any gate. But you do remember something about a gate with large statues on the side.
Bob knows what this is.
Well, what is it?
This is an entryway to someone's land.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate your assistance.
You're welcome, Celeria. Bob is here to assist.
Are we sure his memory chip is not faulty?
Bob does this all the time. He's going to tell you what you already know. But
Yeah.
he will protect you.
Well, that's the important part.
Yes, Bob has been requested to protect.
Sometimes his knowledge is useful.
The gaze of the observants peer into those we know and what we know not. Bob knows more than we can ever believe. His presence is definitely appreciated.
Bob, let's go through the door. You first.
Ah, yes. Bob will lead.
And I'll be behind Bob with my trident and shield in hand.
I'll be behind them.
You guys gather once again, progress through the gate. Once you're through, it seems pretty similar to the other side. You're in kind of a dip of a valley with forest around you. Not much wildlife here. It's kind of confusing, but you can see the path goes onward down and just farther away from you. But you can see maybe in the distance that it opens up. You kind of have a clear line of sight from there. There seems to be no fog on the side of the gate. It seems to have vanished.
Can I look? If I look back through the gate, do I see fog?
Looking back through the gate, you can see the fog almost rolling in, like it visibly rolling and progressing toward the gate.
Okay. Interesting. I'm just gonna take mental note of that. All right, let's go forward.
Oh, Bob has
keep-
not stopped.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I will keep a lookout for the surrounding area.
Yes, keeping an eye on the. Do we see these trees or is it just fog?
You see these trees.
There's no fog.
beyond the gate. Okay.
You don't see any fog. I mean, maybe within the tree line somewhere there's fog, but it's kind of in there.
Solaris. I want to call you Solaris. Is that your name?
No,
It's
not-
sinusless.
It's
I want to call you
Senalis.
Solaris.
It's fine.
How do you say it again?
Senalis.
Sinalis. Okay, you always have these complicated names.
Ask your doctor about Sinalis.
Sinalis. I will mention
You
to
s-
you, since you're in the back, that you can still see the fog, and it's still proceeding to come forward towards us. Just in case you didn't notice.
Well, that's ominous.
See, at court, I felt Lothper Yotkins was pretty complicated.
No, if you
No
Dan
third
will
Yotkins.
always pick a name that you can't pronounce.
Most times.
Okay, we spell Yotkins Yakans. Does that help?
Well, the funny
Wouldn't that
thing
be
is,
Jotkin? Being Icelandic?
Technically, it's a YJ, but I didn't want to type that.
I was gonna
out.
say, wouldn't that be a Yot?
Technically, it's like Yotkins, but
Uh,
I decided to go easy.
I will say, Court, this is the same name for the droid I used in your You're one shot.
I know, and I had trouble saying it then too.
Having traumatic flashbacks.
I am terrible at pronouncing words. It's I say it's a genetic thing.
That is why Bob is a designated Bob.
Exactly.
You can just call me Druid or Sen.
Druid.
Yes. Druid or Sen. Whichever you want.
I'll just call you Druid. Hey, Druid.
Sounds good to me.
All right, we're good now. Sorry, Solo.
Oh, good. So as you guys progress forward, you notice that at a point the valley, or like the little dip that you seem to be in, opens up. The forest widens and opens up, and you can see a wide open grassland. To the left, you do notice there's a stream. It's kind of in the fog. You can see a little bit of water. You can hear the water running in the distance, but there seems to be the fog there again. It's kind of lingering on the edge. But as you scan across the open plain, you see a full town. There's buildings, 1, 2 stories. They're decently not far down the road, but it's civilization. They're
Did you make this, or is this from something?
It is from something, so you would
Okay,
obviously know the name.
whoever built this map doesn't understand distance. The town is 2 miles away, and that bridge is about half a mile long. Each hexagon is a quarter mile.
Unfortunately, I did scale the map exactly as everything said for the statistics of it, so this is how they intended it for it to be.
That's
I
a
see
big
village. It's about 2 miles away as the crow flies.
Map icons on maps are meant to be exaggerated to show out from all the other stuff. So the bridge is only really a quarter mile.
Twice. All right, let us see what residents are in this town if they need to be judged.
We shouldn't go in judging people.
I say let's go see if they can be of assistance, if they know what's going on.
We have found a village.
Thanks,
Yes.
Bob.
Yes, we have, Bob.
You are welcome.
Bob, you should go ask them if they're okay.
Very well, Bob will ask, and I will start walking down the path.
I'll continue behind him, I'll actually be next to him still. Bob and I lead the front.
I just giggle as I just continue to follow them.
I'll follow Bob.
Bob's walking like super fast, I imagine, because he's on a mission. So I'm gonna try to like keep up with him.
If you could see Loafper's face, there's a slight smile as he is keeping up with Bob too. I'm next to him. I'm not behind him.
Bob doesn't actually have a mouth, so there is no emotion.
Wait, you don't have him?
Not actually. I just have a voice modulator.
That's actually fair.
Hold on, I gotta go grab food really quick. So, if you guys want to start progressing toward the village, if not, I guess talk about yourself, walk to the side, walk where you're gonna go, and I will pick it up in 2 seconds.
I'm glad I called you Bob.
We all did the same.
We all did the same thing.
It's amazing.
What did you guys all do?
We just picked up our token and just started left click,
Walking.
right clicking.
Yeah.
The token just went everywhere.
And the greatest thing is we all released at the same time.
Yep.
We released
Yeah,
at the
we all
same time. It was
basically
just waiting
released
for
at the
bounce.
exact same time.
Man, I look away for 1 second.
Yeah, it was so
Or
great.
it's like, I want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
No, I noticed at the bottom left, the legend said quarter mile a square. I'm like, really? Is it really a quarter mile?
Somehow the party got lost for an entire day and traveled 32 miles before reaching the village of Barovia.
No,
Find out
honestly-
next time on Barovia.
No, honestly, I was gonna actually play Bob completely differently until at the start of the session today, I noticed his intelligence, And I'm like, oh, no, this is gonna be much better.
Which is intelligence.
It's a 10.
Oh.
He's just average intelligence. I thought he was smarter. Nope. He's just a basic
So
guy.
you're just gonna be Captain Obvious?
He's got that Corsair 32 gigs of RAM going on. The Pentium 2.
On his head, it's like, Bob, upload faster.
Oh, I gotta stand.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Can you bring me some
Okay.
on your way
So-
back part? Can you bring me a Zyrtec and 3 Excedrin?
The heck is
I forgot to take an allergy pill today, and I have a massive headache because I was outside playing today, and the pollen is super high here.
Dude, I'm happy I did not have to go outside today because it's burning hot, and technically we are under fire weather right now. For
Fire
the
weather?
past few days. Yeah. So in case you don't know what fire weather is, it means high winds with potential higher gusts, and it's hot enough to start burning grass if it's dried out enough.
With the sun?
Yeah, it can just
Jeez.
spontaneously combust
That's
if
crazy.
it's hot enough.
No one taught me about that in school.
Yeah. Well, and also too, it makes it easier for forest
Yeah,
fires
forest
to
fires
spread.
can start easier and they can rapidly expand because of the wind.
Yes. A fire
Thus-
that you don't intend to get out of control can be all of a sudden out of control in 2 seconds.
Yep. And that's why they say keep a control of your fires and be careful.
Yes.
And you only get this more in like the tropics and or California. Just California.
Georgia gets it.
Yeah, because you're near the tropics.
I wouldn't say I was near the tropics, but
Well, we're not talking about like the tropic. We're talking about the line of tropics in the.
we're not talking about the tropics. We're talking about the tropics. Dan, you're funny. And yes, I am making fun of you.
So Brack, get back.
He is not back yet.
So we are waiting. Yes, or do you
Yeah.
just want to keep going in?
We can wait.
We can wait because Bob is hilarious.
That was
Yeah.
hilarious. Got it.
I was gonna name him Roger.
Bob
Roger.
Rogers. Oh, Roger.
But I didn't know if that would throw you off or not.
Roger.
Because I couldn't think of a better name. But Bob
Oh.
works.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
You thought of a better name,
Roger?
Roger.
Roger.
Why is his name Roger? Roger. That's all he says. Roger.
Oh, that becomes a V1 battle droid.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting 3 glasses of water down.
That's a lot of water.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, it's because I didn't drink a lot of water today.
Fair enough.
Okay. So as you guys start progressing toward the village, you start seeing, some traces of life. Maybe broken wheel along the side of the road, some scraps of wood. Look a couple pieces of trash and clutter. Maybe put out campsite.
Seeing a broken wheel, Bob will mend it.
The wheel is broken larger than Bob is able to mend. Like the wheel is almost
watching you.
split in half. It's almost split in half. Like there's a chunk missing out of it. It's clear that this wheel was discarded from whoever was traveling with the cart. That it was definitely no longer usable. So you guys enter the village, or are you outskirting the village? What's the plan?
Going in.
Oh no, Bob's going in. Bob's
Yeah,
going
we're
in
going
to try
into
and
the
find someone to.
Yeah, no, the robot's going straight in. It's like, go
We got
follow the
2
robot.
miles to walk. There's plenty of scenery to look at.
Okay, so you guys enter the town.
You ever
You-
walk
as
2
you-
miles? It's a lot of steps.
Gotta get just some place to rest your weary souls. By souls, I mean feet. So you guys enter the village. It's pretty populated with buildings. You can see smoke rising out of some buildings, but yet As you skim the nearby structures, the windows are boarded, the doors are boarded, and some aren't. It seems devoid of life, but yet there's also signs of life. You're not really sure, but you can see ahead of you there is an intersection.
I'm gonna start checking doorknobs. I want to open it, see if I can find anybody.
Yes, Bob will go up to one of the first doors and knock on it 3 times.
You knock on the door.
Yes, hello. I am here to introduce myself to you if you are an inhabitant of this village. I am designation Bob.
You see some movement at the window, but no answer to the door.
I will go to the window and knock on the window.
You scare the poor little rat that is sitting on the window away from it.
Bob will not harm you. Come back.
Rat's gone. Doesn't come back.
I tried to introduce myself to a small creature, however, it ran away.
All right, where's the closest building with smoke?
It seems to be at the intersection.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
All right, I'll approach it. And I'll knock on the door. Just kind of. Hello, I would like an audience.
You see any lights in it go out, and there's no answer. It seems they don't have any interest in communication. Shortly after, you see the smoke in the house stop.
I'm gonna go look for another one that has smoke out. I'm actually checking doorknobs. I'm not even knocking. I'm just checking to see if the doors are unlocked.
Any doors are either boarded or locked. You're unsure. Any of you guys with a passive perception over 12?
Yep.
I do.
Yes, I sure do.
So you guys are anybody who has a passive perception over 12. You start noticing that for some reason the fog is pushing down the street in front of you. The fog is coming down this way and it's creeping closer. But it seems that behind you, like the way you came in, it's kind of sitting at the edge of the town, maybe starting to come in as well. You can't exactly tell from this distance, but the fog is definitely coming in again.
Bob will put himself between the group and the fog and put his shield in front of him to block.
This can't be good.
Well,
Well, it wasn't evil either.
what if we? I don't know. I think I want to try to look for somewhere where, like, we can look for cover.
So you're looking for places without the fog.
Yeah, like that's not in the fog, but somewhere where we can, like, maybe, like, if we can pry open a. I guess that would be something else. But I'm looking to see if there's something that's not inhabited that we can, maybe try to make a home out of temporary. Don't know how to say what I'm looking to do.
Bob would like to point out
Starting a
that
nest.
there are many homes that you can use for cover.
So you're looking around for places to go, things to do, where the fog's not, correct?
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check. 14. So you step back in the intersection to get a wide view. You look toward the fog, straight ahead, down the road. You look down to the left, there's fog. Behind you, fog, but you look up to the north, and there's no fog, but there seems to be like a shadow in the middle of the road. Maybe 2.
How far?
Probably about 80, 100 feet away, somewhere around that range.
All right. So we can't go behind us. We can't go forward. But I point. We can go this way, but we might have trouble.
Can I ask something real quick above board?
Mhm.
So we've adventured together for a bit, right?
Yeah.
Right. Out of the 3 of you, who would benefit from going first in a combat order the most?
Probably me. But
I
I
would
don't
say-
know the druid.
I would say the paladin.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say the druid. Druids are not good at first turns.
I mean, I'm second level, so I don't have much. I don't wall up, like Roger or Nanter or whatever. But I can do some nice, interesting things.
All right, then I will go ahead and touch Loafer and give
Loafer.
him Vigilant Blessing. So now you have advantage on your next initiative roll. Sorry, Celeria, you don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, go run it. Being with me, you've seen Loafer is very. I mean,
You need to get in position.
Yeah, I need to get in position.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whereas Celeria is more ranged.
I will touch the shoulder of Loafer and give him guidance as well.
Oh, well, if we're doing that, I'm going to touch Celeria's shoulder and give her guidance.
Guidance circle jerk. All right.
I'm going to touch my trident and give it light. I actually will. That's actually a bit of.
We
That's
turned
fair.
your trident on?
Like trident.
What?
We turned your trident on?
Yes.
After all this group touch?
I mean, sometimes it just takes a party. So, with so what's guidance again? Plus
D4 on skill checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
For the next minute.
So with all that, and how long is this? Is this
2 miles?
1 hour? Okay. 2 miles exactly. So with all that, and Celeria motioning that with my illuminated trident, I will kind of head down that the road and kind of point the trident at the shadowy figure. You there! What is this place? And who is your lord?
What's your passive perception?
15.
Oh, I want to have like my bow out and with an arrow in it, just kind of like walking next to it, walking with
So,
it.
as you progress, you call out, and you hear some light murmuring and almost crying. You hear crying as you progress closer and closer and getting closer to the figure. You see that there's a figure knelt down next to a very short figure carrying something in their hands.
I've
And
played this Valve game before.
Right?
Oh, I don't know. It's the witch.
I was just about to say that.
Bill, no!
Quick,
don't-
Celeria, pull out your shotgun. One tap it.
I got my silver ready.
How
Quick, Bob, give me the pill.
is it male, female, child, adult?
Yeah, I want to look at what can I
Can't-
determine any characteristics of either the person crying or what they're holding.
Yeah, that's the kind of what I'm trying to assess the situation
Oh,
as
I'm in the
quickly as
front.
possible.
I'm in the front.
Oh yeah, that's right.
so, as you guys start getting closer and closer, you can start making out more details.
So where are they?
They're right here.
Okay.
So we're not too far from them.
Yeah, you're within like 40, 50
There
feet
you
of
go.
the
Catty
point.
corner.
So, you guys get closer and you hear the taller figure, which is a teens-ish, maybe young teens, female, with a small boy. And the thing he was holding was a small stuffed animal with. It's kind of like in the oblong doll. It looks handmade, not very mass reproduced, not very even. Maybe he even made it himself. The girl is knelt down, shushing the boy
Yeah, we'll see if that
and
happens.
trying to calm him down. The small sobs and cries you hear is from a small child.
Okay.
The girl shushes the boy for a bit longer and then turns to the group that has now approached her. Says, "There's a monster in our house." She points kind of like to their side, and you see this house stretched up before you. It's a tall brick row house that has definitely seen better days. The windows are dark. There's a gated portico on the ground floor, and the gate to the entrance is slightly ajar. Both houses on either side, they've seemed to match everything else. They're boarded up, windows boarded, doors, everything. So you guys can see the house. This is the house that looms over you guys.
Is it the one on the right or left of the street?
It is on the right. It's this one here.
Bob would like to say, we were sent out to look for a monster.
Not a monster. It's a child.
So I will. So I see that the boy was crying at this doll.
Yeah, he's clutching at it, holding it with tears, or at least traces of tears from like going down his face.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we need. Okay, I guess. What manner of creature is in your house?
We don't know. We hear it. It lets out terrible roars.
Did they murder anyone?
Bob will point to the doll. Is this the creature that hurt you?
No. It's in the house.
Oh.
Our parents kept it trapped in the basement, and we don't know what it looks like. They never let us near it.
Did it murder anything?
What
Inside check.
did your parents call it?
Yeah, I'm gonna inside check that.
Yeah, like why would they keep a monster in their basement?
No, I'm gonna inside check the fact that they said that the monster hurt them, yet they don't know what it looks like.
I'm going to inside check the fact that their parents kept a monster in their basement because that sounds sus as fuck.
Well, we can't have dad in the basement.
I'm gonna say about this. They never said they were hurt.
I thought they did say they were hurt.
No, they never said that they were hurt.
Well, the kid is crying, so Bob assumes
monster's
that.
Scary.
I want to know. I want to ask him ask the boy exactly what happened. Like.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I have
but
to
I'm
get
still
something
going
from
to
the door.
inside
1
check.
second.
Hold on, that's what I was gonna do.
Hold on, that's what I was gonna do.
Wait, you guys have doors? Yeah, so I'm going to inside check the fact that there's a monster their parents were keeping it locked in their house. Because that is sus as fuck.
Go ahead and roll insight.
17.
All right, sorry about that. Am I able to roll an insight?
Yeah, sure. You want to add it to the pile?
Yeah. There it is.
Damn.
Bob
What
is
do you
not
do?
smart, but Bob is very wise.
You look at his.
He just cleaned out his cookies. Things are running smoother right now.
You look over the children. The small boy, tears were streaming down his face. The girl was comforting him. The little boy's clutching his doll. Maybe you can see a slight shiver and shake off them. They believe there's a monster in the basement. They've heard its howls. That's what they tell you. That they believe it's as true as day.
Okay, and I'll look at the girl once more. Not scary, but stern. Has it murdered anything?
We don't know. It's in the basement. We're not allowed in the basement. They don't ever let us go there. We hear the sounds.
Your parents are alive.
Are your parents cultists?
At this point, the boy bursts out crying again, and the sister goes back to trying to calm him down. Please help us. The monster's in the house. It's somewhere under the house.
Are your parents alive, child?
We don't know. We ran out.
Are your parents in the house?
Last we saw, yes.
Okay, I'll step up to the door and I'll use Divine Sense.
Step up there, use Divine Sense.
Do we need to link it?
Would you like me to link it?
I scrolled back up and I'm rereading over it.
Nice triple tap.
I figured you needed to make sure.
Jesus. I don't know which one to read. I'll read the middle one, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good
Give
read.
you choices, Give you choices.
Sophine dead.
And I mean, that should encompass the entire house. So, well, what is it, 60 feet from me or 30 feet from me? I know it's 60 feet, but
60 feet.
yeah. So it's 60 feet in every direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that should cover the entire house from the front door based on the pictures, unless it's hella big.
Yeah, you
But
don't
it
know
looks
the
like-
direction. You know that they're in your radius, and you know what they are.
Yeah.
But
It
you
looks
don't
like
know
a
who or where.
So it looks like a 4.5-story house. So we're talking 55 feet up, maybe like 30 feet long at the longest, maybe 40.
It's 2 squares, so half mile.
Half mile. Okay, you're right. It is a half mile. So I don't quite cover all 2,000 feet.
Yeah.
But
As a note,
in the town, it's a 40-foot square.
Yeah, I'm just
Sorry.
So
giving shit.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm at the front door.
you do the sense.
Yes.
I'm gonna just say this because I don't know how else to word it. You don't see anything in cover. Nothing comes out to you sense because the spell doesn't go through full cover. So anything that helps would not be detected. You would know this.
Right. But also, okay.
There's
So
no
there's
one dead in the
nothing-
street. There's nothing that you can sense here.
I understand. Still covers the full house and anything in the street.
It doesn't cover inside the house.
I understand.
Okay. On top and behind.
So yeah, there's nobody on the roof. There's no one dead on the roof that you can sense, or in the alleyways or anything like that.
Okay, see, you're using sarcasm, but these children are not radiating undead or evil. There's
No.
nothing invisible clinging on the side or about to sneak me in the bushes. So I am doing this purposeful as a kind of multiple things. I know that I cannot sense inside the house.
I
but
was saying
can
that
cover
because you
the
said
top of it.
specifically about the house. So no, there's no one on the roof or anything.
Well,
I
even
do know
then
the
you wouldn't be able to sense it because that's behind full cover.
Well, if it was peering over, it wouldn't be full cover,
Or through the windows, because they
Or-
wouldn't be in cover either.
especially in
That's
the
fair.
front
That's
first level. No, I understand what its limitations are. But it was also a secondary thing to make sure that the children are not evil as well.
Mhm.
So, okay. All right. Let us see what evils this monster has incurred. Then I will. And I mean, my trident radiates light. So I believe I will enter the doorway.
Okay, do you guys approach the house in any specific order?
Well, I'm at the door already.
Okay, so door.
Then Bob will be behind.
I'll be in the
And
back.
then, yep, I'll be behind Bob.
And I'll use my trident to swing the door open. And I'm not going to be. I'm not going to flow it, fly it open so it slams, but I'm not gingerly opening it. I'm just opening it
Paladins are nice.
kind
man.
of in a
I mean,
natural
all classes are nice.
progression, I
but-
guess.
Oh, what I was thinking
If that makes
maybe
any sense.
one of my next
Yep.
character is either gonna be the one I really want to play or
Yeah.
a monk.
Uh, okay.
I still wanted to have my bow kind of ready as I go in there.
So you push through the gate in front of the house and start approaching the front door. Trying to set everything up because I'm bad at this and new.
You're not
Okay.
bad. You're just unpracticed.
You're
Yep.
new. Can't be bad at
So-
something you're new at.
It's true.
As you guys start approaching the house, you can see through the windows, and you can see that the front door kind of has like a gate you can push through. The children do not follow you; they kind of stay in the street, looking terrified at the house. The young female trying to console the child. So we'll take you there.
All right, ready or
Okay.
not, here we go.
Can map makers please stop putting doors in the center?
I know,
I
right?
cast light
Yeah.
on my shield as we go in.
Well, I have light on my trident.
Oh, good. I won't then cast light on my shield. Whew.
No, I have light on my trident.
Exactly. So that's why.
It's both utility and intimidation.
Yeah.
I'm a beacon of light approaching unwaveringly. So is
Yes.
the park list down?
Yeah.
Well, I
Okay.
can say one thing. I see nothing but darkness. It's all black.
I got light.
I got light,
I don't know your problem. Move your character up, maybe.
but then
Hold on.
again, I cheat with my vision, so
Yeah.
and Phil
Um,
hates it.
I didn't account for this. Hold on. Where is it in your list of pre-made assets? Of course not. Why would it? You cast light on your trident, right?
Yes. I have light.
How do I do that?
Select the token.
There, I do that. Token emits.
Yep.
And I imagine it's 30 feet of light.
Light is 20/20, I think.
Yeah, 20/20.
20.
Okay.
20
Yeah.
bright, 20
20,
dim.
yep. 20 bright, 20 dim. Yep.
So then that should
I
give.
can see clearly now.
Love per glows. Alright. Can I see a lever of any kind around the frame?
From where you're at, no. You don't see anything on the outside.
Okay.
But it is open, so.
Oh, I thought I said is it down?
said yes.
Yes. It's down.
I don't know why I pictured that it retracted to the floor. So.
I don't know why you pictured that either.
So no, it is not down, I guess, is the way I should have.
Yeah.
I don't know why in my mind it was like bars that like raised up out of the floor.
Sometimes, but usually because the heavy iron gate, you usually drop it to have gravity work with it. So, I heard so. I wasn't gonna call you. Okay, so it is up. It is open. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, so then that it stays with what I said. I approach the door and I open it with my trident. I push it open with my trident.
Okay. You should have access to do that. So.
Okay. Okay. What can I make out on the right side of the wall?
As the door opens, it seems that it's just kind of an entryway, kind of like a foyer, if you will. On the right wall, there's a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms. Beside it, there are portraits of people. They're kind of hard-faced, stone cold, if you will. And at the far end, there is a large framed double door with set panes of stained glass.
No creature greets us. It must be within.
Do I see that?
I was gonna say, do I see that?
That looks like a doggo.
It's a dog.
Dog or a rat?
Are you jumping and looking through the window? I obviously can't control height, so
I'm 7'3".
He's high.
I'm tall, lanky boy.
and you can see in the dark.
And
He's
I
a
can see
tall
in the
drink
dark.
of water.
Mm-hmm. Just like I can see that too.
Yeah, so upon glancing in, so you looking through the windows as you can see, you see some like they're like wolf creatures. They're all like in poses. Their teeth bared, but yet unmoving.
Okay.
Then I would enter.
Bob notices that there are canines unmoving in the room. Be careful. Oh, Bob was expecting a room on this wall, but there is a wall.
How can you be expecting a room on a wall, but there's a wall? That makes no sense, Bob.
I'd like to carefully look at the pictures in the, what'd you say, shield?
Yes, there's a
interesting sticks out.
So now that you're up closer and doing a closer look on it, you can see that the coat of arms is kind of like a stylized golden windmill with on like a background of a red field. The portraits of people, they're just very stern looking. There's like some books in the photo, maybe like some quills. Kind of gives you the idea. Wait, what?
Nothing.
Did you want an actual photo link? Because I do not have one. So
don't worry about it.
He was commenting on the fact that there was a photo on the wall in this medieval Barovia town.
Yeah.
How do you know it's a Barovia town? That's not fair.
You said it.
The voice in my head told me so. No, it's okay. I know what you meant. And are these? Can I make out the race of these folk?
They seem to be humans, just paler. Like they're
Pale as me,
yeah,
but they seem to be human.
yeah, they're more human, less beefy.
I will guide my good friend Lofper. Because it's been over a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep guiding Celeria.
Can I have I seen this coat of arm? Does this in any like mention in any sort of history or lores popularly?
I'm gonna say no. I don't believe that you'd be familiar with this region's shields and heraldic crests, and they don't have anything openly notable about it. So
Not seen humans of this sort before. That crest is foreign. I know no house which bears it. That must mean they are most likely vile. Now push this door open.
Lovely.
Can I push the door open?
Yep.
Okay. That is not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be there. I guess I'll enter.
So as you step in, you're greeted with directly in front of you a black marble fireplace. There is no fireplace, or there is no fire within the fireplace. Mounted above it is some longsword on a wooden plaque with a windmill, like the same windmill crest in the hilt of it. The walls around you are ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, some creatures. And at the far side of the room, you can see a large, sweeping red marble staircase.
Can I, looking at the longsword, can I tell if it's been used or if it's more ornamental?
It's mounted. It doesn't seem to have any nicks or anything in the blade. It seems more of a decorational piece, but yet still seems functional.
Bob is gonna open this door.
Okay, you open the door.
And walk through.
So
I'm following Bob.
Bob.
Bob has found the doggos.
So, as you enter the room, you realize this is a den. There's plush chairs located around a fireplace table with maybe some type of cask, maybe some cups alongside them. Around the room is the dogs that you saw, but they are mounted up top, wood. They're not moving, not real. They seem put into terrifying looking poses, and they are definitely wolves, but they are stuffed.
They're stuffed.
Or at least they're not alive.
Bob has not found anything in this room. Shall we continue?
Well, did Bob announce that he found the doggos?
Yeah.
He did.
Did you touch doggos?
Oh no! And then I'll knock one over.
Bob, be more careful.
Bob, in what manner are these pets' health?
Deceased.
What? And
Jeez.
I move inside the room.
But they're in the room.
You walk inside the room, you see two wolves looking very antagonizing, and then one looking antagonizing, but just on its side now.
These animals appear to no longer be existing.
All right. Well, let's go look in this other room. So I'm gonna go look in this door.
I would like to inspect the animals.
I'll just outburst. How can you be so crass, woman? This is an abomination. And I'll pick this one up and put it in the fireplace.
As he does that, I'm like, what is it? Let me examine it.
There are 2 others, and I will be with them
But
momentarily.
this one might be different.
Okay, I'm gonna leave then and follow Celeria as she needs to
Oh
be
my God.
guarded.
Okay.
All right, they're gonna burn that wolf. So I'm gonna come in here and explore.
All right. Now, are you going to do? Now, this would be a moment of: is it going to be us or them?
Yeah. Now this is the fun part because I guess you start pushing through. It's kind of hard for you to get the wolves into the fireplace. The fireplace is
First, I said I'm getting this wolf into this fireplace.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I
have
didn't
to get
say
past
the other 2 yet. I just said this wolf.
the point still being it's not a very big gap. The chairs are positioned. The big floofy chairs are positioned so
I'll kick him out.
they're
Of the
near
way.
a fire.
I'll kick him out of the way. I'm not
Okay.
being careful. I'm being
Um.
purposeful. My purpose is to put this wolf in the fireplace.
It was deliberate. It was deliberate.
It was deliberate.
I guess give me a strength check.
On
But
the
what's a
wolf?
D4?
I will.
You're
Wolf?
also trying to kick a chair while carrying a wolf, so I'm gonna make you do a little check for that one.
Stuffed wolf. Okay.
Plus a D4.
Oh yeah, guidance. Yep.
Sure, he really needed it.
Could be a
Hey.
24.
More power. Needs more power.
Okay, so you pick up this wolf. Yeah. So you pick up this wolf here, and you basically punt this chair out of the way. So now the chair is no longer here.
Okay.
And the chair is kind of just laying like here on its back. The furs that were draped over it now just lay on the floor around it. And there is now a wolf in the fireplace. Roughly, it's kind of jammed full.
I'll pour some oil out on my lantern and on the wolf and light the fire. This is a disgrace.
Might have to burn the house down? Jeez. Meanwhile,
It's
I'm
in
looking
the fireplace. Only this has been perverted.
whatever you say. Meanwhile, I'm
It
looking
should
at
be
the other
dead.
wolves.
This is a dead thing. It should be dead. This is a
Hmm.
fallacy of
Look,
life.
they just are. They look stuffed. Okay, they're not. They've been dead a long time. They're just
They-
decorative pieces.
And how can you rest in peace if your skin hangs in a museum?
Well, this isn't really a
Anubis
museum, not
wills
a-
it.
but they're animals.
Anubis weighs animals as fairly as you. Matters not what creature it is. What matters is the regret in their heart. But it cannot rest if it is incomplete. It must move on.
Well,
Okay.
have fun burning.
So you looked at the other two wolves, right?
Yeah.
There is a cabinet between the two of them, and we are going to jump to the other group. They are exploring at the same time.
Yeah.
So Celeria runs off to the other room, bursts the door open, and rushes in with Bob shortly behind them. So, located in front of you is a large dining room table with 8 spots of chairs, and it seems set and everything nicely arranged. Candlesticks, all that stuff is nicely laid out, but there's nothing on it.
No food.
No. At the end of the table, to the, I'm just going to say west side, you'll see another fireplace. And there is a painting above it of kind of a wintry forest.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just walk around the table. This is interesting. Then I'm gonna come out, go through this door. Come out.
You said the painting was
Well,
above the fireplace?
Yeah, the painting is mounted above the fireplace.
Is this a curtain on the back wall?
Yes, I was going to describe that as she was walking around. So,
sorry, my bad.
so opposite side, there is a nice tapestry strewn across the wall. It depicts kind of a hunt. There are hunting dogs and horse-mounted people chasing after a wolf. and it's just a nice tapestry display mounted on that wall
I think
with an
these
iron rod.
people like to hunt.
Do the dogs or the wolves look similar to what was in the other room?
I mean, it looks like a wolf, so yeah, they share similarities. The dogs don't look like, because they're obviously not wolves. They're just dogs, hunting dogs. So
Yes, you may think that you say that they like hunting, but they also like the wolves, as they have not only them as preserved here, but painted them in their or wove them in their
Yeah, they
tapestries
killed them.
with highest honors.
Also,
Yeah, these people are weird.
as you guys are looking around the room, you're hearing thuds and slams from the other room, some mumbling aggressively. So
Do you hear that?
Yes, Bob believes it is the other two. They enjoyed Bob's knocking over of one of the doggos.
Okay, well, I guess let's go back around while they're doing whatever they're doing in there. And as they come out of the room, I see the stairway. But I just happen to notice this door, so I'm gonna go open that one and step inside.
okay, we'll jump back. So Loaf Prairie over here is enjoying Burning the Wolf. You've seen a cabinet stored between the other two, and you
He
made
does
your
not
comments.
enjoy it. It is his divine right.
I guess
Purpose.
continue with your actions of what you would continue with.
So after the first wolf has started to blaze, I'll move this chair unencumbered, and then burn this one, and then wait for actually, I'll make sure I'll motion to Sonalis. May I let this one rest, or do you need to examine it?
Yes, just burn that one. I'll examine the only one over here.
Okay, then I'll.
That's the
start
one that's
burning
knocked
it.
over, so it's kind of like face planted into the ground. It was on top of like a wood stump that is now just sideways.
I stand it back up and then inspect it.
It's solid, dead. Kind of like tap on it a few times. Sounds like the head sounds kind of hollow. You can tell they used like the actual animal skull in the creation of it, but there's definitely nothing in it now. So
I'm like, oh, here's the burn, and I leave the room.
I shall be with you in a moment,
Yeah.
and then I'll pile the next one on.
okay, there's
It's like
now.
the bulk of it will burn fast. It's all sawdust and fur.
I was just saying it goes quick. I can't say much about it. I
The
mean,
bulk of it goes quick. I'll let the bones lie to burn.
really, all that's left is like a skull and like some like scraps of metal that are now singed that we're using to support it.
No, I'm satisfied that they've been cremated, and I'll leave the room.
God, all the things I thought of, this is not one. Jesus.
Welcome to being a DM. You
Yep.
see a man with a golden crown and 3 sentient rings flying above his head.
I get
Is
him.
there anyone else in the room? A goblin named Snorkel. I want to talk to Snorkel.
But the big guy with the rings. Yeah, what's Snorkel wearing?
Yeah. What's Snorkel wearing?
Yeah, no. What is Snorkel selling? What can he provide to me?
Does Snorkel have food in
Can I
front
tell
of
how old Snorkel is?
him? Does he have one? Is he drinking water or mead?
I should have had a drink before this. Like I debated it, but
I want to bring Snorkel ale. See if he likes ale. Do
Can
you
we
like
adopt Snorkel?
there's Snorkel. Snorkel's
ale?
dead.
5 silver Snorkel. Can I hang out with you for a day?
I say he lives longer than 11 days.
Oh my goodness, that's how it goes.
Welcome to being a DM.
That's why I can't do it.
Think of every contingency. Now do it again.
And then do it for more contingency for the
So
contingency.
Bob is waiting like a statue at the base of the staircase as everybody does their investigations.
Okay, so we'll jump back to Celeria then. So you take and open up this side door, and you're kind of welcomed with like a kitchen area. There's a table with a cutting board and a rolling pin. There's a stone dome-shaped oven near the north wall. The bent stovepipe kind of like just runs up to the ceiling. It's kind of bent.
Is there
pitched in.
anything in it?
Maybe some chars. There's not a ton of stuff. Around you see just standard cutlery, kitchen supplies.
So
But
no
behind the
food.
fireplace to the left, there appears to be another door.
Okay, and there's no food in here whatsoever.
No, there's no food.
Okay. I'm gonna holler. Hey Bob, going through another door.
Yes. Bob will follow.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And I'm gonna open this door.
You finally find what you're looking for. You are in the pantry. There are shelves of miscellaneous foods, supplies. It all seems pretty fresh.
I wanna grab something to snack on.
Okay. You kind of see maybe some bread, some like cheese nearby.
He's
So
in the pantry.
I don't know.
Okay, that's all right. I'll take some of the loaf of bread.
Okay. So you just have a loaf of bread? Do you munch on it? Do you do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it as I walk around.
Okay. So you take the
Slayer,
loaf
it's
of bread,
hungry.
exit the pantry, pop a slice out, and bite into it. It's bland. It has almost no flavor.
That's nasty.
Bob wants to know what this is.
So Bob approaches over to the other side of the room, and there seems to be a small 2 foot by 2 foot wide stone cutting with a little wooden, like it's like a wooden box in the wall. There's a little brass bell on the wall next to it, and it seems like there's like a rope kind of near it.
Bob will ring the bell.
Bell rings.
Bob will ring the bell.
The bell rings again.
At the hearing of the bell, I'll go towards.
Bob
I
will
was
ring the
saying-
bell.
The other two just begins to hear a repetitive bell ringing.
Bob will ring the
Bob,
bell.
stop
Bob,
ringing
yes.
the bell.
What are you alerting us for?
Bob found a bell.
Are you ringing the bell?
Thanks.
Fucking hate Bob.
Bob, stop ringing the bell.
This seems to be a small compartment, 2 foot wide by 2 foot. There seems to be a rope and a pulley system with a bell.
Yeah, it's the bell.
Yes. I believe this is a means of conveyance for aristocrats to convey food. This appears to be a kitchen, so it probably brings food up or down.
That does not make sense. Bob rang the bell and nothing came.
Yes.
That's
Well,
because
I don't think the creature is going to give us any food, especially since we are in the kitchen.
And
It's
also
to give the
inhabitants are
creature
outside.
food.
Oh, do we have food to give the creature?
Here. I bend over, pick up the bread that I threw down here.
I'll take the bread and put it in the dumbwaiter.
There is bread in the dumbwaiter.
Bob will ring the bell.
The bell rings.
I thought you thought this is a pulley system that you can lower food down.
Oh, very well. Bob will try the rope.
So you try to lower it.
I pull down.
Pulley system pulls down. It goes up.
I'll keep pulling.
The dumbwaiter disappears along with the bread, and you hear some sliding as it ascends.
Bob, I think that's the wrong direction.
Oh,
I think you're supposed to go the other direction.
very well. Bob will go the other direction.
You begin wheeling the rope the other way. You see the dumbwaiter come back into view. The bread, before you hear a thunk as it hits the bottom, and you see the loaf of bread sitting in front of you again.
All right, Bob, ring the bell.
Bob will ring the bell.
Let's make that an audio clip at this
No,
point.
that's not a soundbite. That's just me.
I'm just making one at this point.
Bob will ring the
It's gonna
bell.
happen a lot.
Shut up. Hold on. Bob will ring the bell. It's not saving. I'll have to figure out why.
Oh well. Well, you ring the bell. Congratulations, you got bread.
Well, we ring the bell. Does that mean the creature comes and eats?
Bob
food?
will try and pull it down even more. Instead of pulling it up, the way I was doing it, yeah, I'll keep going down.
Okay. Again, got me on that one. Give me a strength check.
8.
You pull. You kind of feel the rope tense. You hear the box creaking. Doesn't go any more down.
Bob does not believe that this goes down any further. Would you like Bob to pull it back up?
No, it's okay. Let it go.
No, I think you should pull it all the way up.
Very well. And I'll pull it all the way up. I'll keep pulling it back up, I should say.
So you start pulling the other way, and you start feeling the thing going up. The rope holding strong. As you're pulling it, you feel it like kind of hit a notch, but it keeps going. Another notch keeps going, and then it deads out pretty quickly after the second notch. So it just kind of stops going, and you feel the rope go taut again.
Bob believes it is at the top level.
All right, ring the bell.
Bob will ring the bell.
And I'm listening for noises to see if I hear anything.
Here's some. We'll do a perception check.
I feel like she hears a bell.
Well, that might be all I hear.
So you hear a bell.
Rung
And-
by.
Rung by your friend.
Rung by.
And we hear Bob say, Bob has ringed the bell.
Bob has rung the bell.
You kind of hear like some dust falling down the chute as the elevator pops out. It just sounds like some crumbling dust.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's pretty silent.
for if this is. Oh, I don't hear any movement, so I don't know if this is how they fed the beast or not. But we should go back through these doors and go up the stairs and keep exploring. But so far, nothing is life-threatening here.
Bob does not believe that this is how the beast was fed. The children stated that the beast was in the basement. However, this thing obviously only goes upstairs and does not go downstairs.
Well, I know that now.
Bob, that feeds the children.
And hearing Bob say that, yes. And those stairs go up as well. Has
Maybe
anyone
they-
opened this door?
If it is not open, then Bob has not opened it.
What door?
Okay.
As I hear him say that, I come out.
Then I
No, I did
No.
not open that door.
will open this door.
Tiny closet, maybe just some mixed objects, maybe a pair of old shoes, maybe like a hat, some coats. It's kind of a closet. It's near the entrance, maybe where people hung up their coats. There seems to be an open hanger if you wish to hang up yours.
I growl very loudly and slam the door shut, to which I very hastily go outside.
Shall we go outside and tell the children there is not a basement?
It's exactly what Loafper is doing. Loafper goes out and confronts the children.
All right. Let's follow him. Let's see what we can find out.
Okay.
I
mean,
can't.
we haven't even looked.
Before
My
everybody goes
character's
shifting.
stuck.
Stop clicking
Oh,
on
there
the
we go.
door.
I couldn't. My token was behind the door. Sorry.
So we're going to pull you
Should've
guys.
added doors.
We're gonna pull you
Sorry.
guys back real fast.
Okay.
So you get to there, and so you storm out to there. Ignore that movement. The fog is right there. It's at the door.
Well,
can't-
I guess we're not
Oh.
gonna confront the children.
Guys, the
But
children are dead.
Should Bob
Well-
investigate the fog?
No, Bob.
No,
No.
Anubis says we must stay inside, so we shall serve.
This is our house now, okay, Bob?
And I'll go back inside.
Bob, this is your house. You can decorate it any way you want.
I close the front door,
Alright, I'll go inside.
and then I go back inside.
Bob only
All
needs
right.
a small space, so this front hallway would be sufficient.
No, you sleep in the closet, Bob.
That would
So-
be wonderful.
Loafer, you enter the room. You see a dining room sprawl, fireplace, and a nice tapestry of the hunt being taken place.
Can I tell if the fireplace has been used?
Not recently. There may be some ashes. It's charred black, but otherwise there's nothing in it currently.
Is there anything in the plates or anything on the table?
Yes, all the plates are finally set out. They all look polished, brand new. It looks like they were about ready for dinner, but no one's here and there's no food. Also, as a heads up, Celeria and Bob, like if you guys came back out of the room, you would notice a warm glow coming from the hunting room now.
Is that the light
Well.
from the trident?
No, I have the trident.
Oh, the hunting room, the den area. Gotcha.
This
Yes.
this room?
Yeah.
There's a warm glow coming from this room. Like you see, there's now light in the room.
There wasn't anything burning in there, was there, Bob?
No.
Oh, in case you're wondering, good old Loafer over there put the wolves to the fire.
Oh.
So
I
in
was
my
wondering what that
calculation-
smell was.
Yeah, in about 33 minutes, this whole house is gonna be on fire. With our luck.
Why?
I'd like to try to turn the table on its side.
Give me a strength check.
Do I
He
still have
doesn't-
guidance?
No, it's been over a minute.
Strength or athletics?
The rotted, burning smell is something you fleshies need to worry about. Bob does not mind.
It's
Bob,
going to be a strength because athletics is more while you're doing something else, which you're not.
Wow, fuck you. Okay.
Table's surprisingly heavy. Maybe it's. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Maybe it's all the stuff on it you can't exactly figure out. The table's pretty heavy. I know what's coming next. Just do it.
As soon as he said, I don't need to say this. Maybe the stuff's on it. And I look under the table. Is there a rug? Does the floor look uneven?
Give me a or investigation.
Dude. Where's the turn-off roll?
Nice.
Where's the turn-off roll? Park.
In your click your character, and then it's character settings, I believe. Hold on.
Yeah, character. Yep, manage character settings. Perfect. Yep. I don't need to see this BS.
I know, right? I know that
Nope.
feel.
It was literally 18, and then what was it? 2. And then it was 19, and then I don't need to see this crap.
You look under the table. It's a floor. Congratulations. There's about 8 legs on the table, kind of like paced evenly. 4 on the corners, and like kind of 2 separated evenly between the center of the table. Kind of like basically enough space for the chairs to slide in and out from underneath.
Those children were deceptive. I do not see a way down.
Yes, Bob has already acknowledged there was no way down.
Wait, maybe you have to go up to go down.
That
And then
does
I'm gonna
not make
start
sense.
going up the stairs.
Okay.
Up the stairs.
So is it just you going up the stairs, or others following
I'm following.
I'm following.
in that
Yes.
order?
I'm
Bob probably
following
would be
last.
faster.
I don't know about that. I'm only 30 feet.
Well, you were closer technically. You would have been able to turn the corner.
Gotcha. Yeah, if she's
Before-
going up the stairs, I'm following.
You would have been right behind her. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically my point.
So you guys go clomping up the stairs in that order.
Yes.
You're kind of packed in close because the staircase is a staircase.
This
Yeah.
is not
How
GM
wide is
suggesting
the
that
stair?
we're being loud and should be stealthy.
You guys arrive on the second floor. Immediately to your right, as you come up the stairs, there's a door. Again, another fireplace stretched out at the end, far side of the hallway. Seems to match with the one on the first floor. And there are four suits of armor posed in different situations, or like they're kind of like guarding. It seems as if they are guarding, holding spears to their sides.
Yeah, Bob's opening this door on the staircase.
Zanala suggests that the DM should give Loafer his light.
I think it should be on your character. Nope, for some reason that didn't copy. Terrific.
Just roll 20 things.
Sounds about right.
Excuse me, I stole your character for a second. That.
But I don't want to stand there.
This DM takes away my player agency, and I don't like it.
The DM doesn't make me do what I want. My immersion.
Okay, so
I just heard myself in your stream when I did I don't want to stand there. I should do that as an entire character. But why? Can't we go down the road?
I'm allergic to peanuts.
No.
This sword is heavy. Why isn't it made out of wood?
I don't know how to use armor.
I don't detect things very well.
So you want to be your dad?
No, I'm not going around in circles.
And his spell books aren't 5 years old.
That would be hilarious. I would like to see you guys make characters like your parents.
Goodness.
Yeah,
So,
Bob
we
opens the
never
door.
start the campaign.
So to give you guys a bit more description now, that you're kind of like acclimating to the room. So you notice that all the doors seem to have
Hey, Zular, thanks for the prime.
carvings with like
15
dancing youths on it.
Enjoy 30 days
Above
of
the
ad-free
fireplace
viewing,
hangs
as well as the
a
best soda
portrait.
emotes on Twitch. And thank you
There
for your support, man.
is two
Hope you enjoy.
adults, man
We
and
finally
woman,
convinced
with
Solo to
two
DM.
children. In the father's arms is a small child in wrapping. Some aspects of it seem familiar.
Are those the children that we saw out front?
Upon closer inspection, you realize that the children in there are indeed the children painted on this picture.
The deceivers.
Hmm.
At least they
Maybe
didn't
the
lie
monster.
about residing in this house.
Maybe the monster is the baby. I'm gonna look at this armor, like inspect, like go from over, like I guess I'll put my token there, but check over starting with this one and working my way around and just kind of like looking over the armor in close detail.
Bob
So you
has-
look over the arm.
I was gonna
Sorry.
I was gonna respond to Celeria. Bob has been heard over in many towns that smaller humanoids are quite terrorizing. Yes.
As you look over the suits of armor, each one is holding a spear at its side, and all of their helmets are visored and shaped like wolf heads. So basically, each of them seems to have like kind of a metal wolf head. It seems like they're guarding either side of the door, but looking over, it doesn't appear like there's anything in the armor. Just display.
DM, I would like to start to ritually cast detect magic.
Okay.
If two people ritually cast detect magic, can we cast it in half the time?
Imagine.
I think that was in my math book.
Or on the social media, if a song at 90 beats a minute.
I was just. That's exactly what I was. If a song at 90 beats a
played by
minute
one flute player,
and it
in
takes
60
3 minutes to
in
complete,
3 minutes, how long do 5 flute players complete the same song at 90 beats a minute? It's not how music works.
Not how music works.
That's hilarious.
I've seen that written, whether or not it's written
No.
specifically for that meme. I have seen it in black and white.
Are all the suits of armor the same?
Yes, the only difference being that they are mirrored, kind of. So, like, some have their spear in the right hand, the others have the spear in the left hand.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bob will look through this room when you get a chance.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bob takes and enters the room. Upon entering, you see. Did you open this, or did I forget to close that in my testing?
I opened
I
it.
just
Both of them. Okay. So you see two beds with like a wooden chest, kind of at the foot of them. The mattresses are kind of like stuff you can kind of see straw leaking out of the side of them. In the closet, you can see some matching outfits. It almost seems as if they're maybe a uniform of some type. And as you look to your right, you see your favorite object of the campaign so far, the mystical bell.
There's a bell?
I
don't see no
sorry,
bell.
correction. There's a button. Sorry.
I don't see no bell. Guess seen Bob enter as well. I open this trunk.
Yeah.
You open it with a creak, and it's empty.
Yep. And whether in there, I go in this room. So
Yeah, I'll
It
tell
seems
them
like
what I find in there. When
Bob
I-
has left the room.
Is this trunk empty as well?
Yep. Opens a creak. Same thing as the other. Empty. Poof of smoke.
I'll
Not really.
just say, yeah. These it seems as if they've been emptied.
strange. Maybe they're just there for decoration.
So Celeria takes and pushes open the door. Greeting in front of you is kind of it reminds you of like a gothic office. There's a large plush chair behind a desk. On top of the desk, some misc utilities, a quill, paper, parchments. There's an oil lamp, a jar of ink, quill, pen, something like the tinderbox, some like letter objects, and some empty parchment.
Okay, so typical office stuff.
Is that yellow square on the desk a condom?
I don't think so.
Look at it
Let's see
now.
now.
Look at it. Right there. Can't unsee it.
I listed everything that was on the desk. So
Stop it.
That's just what it looks like.
All right, so just
Do you-
nothing out of the ordinary. Like, is there drawers on the desk?
yes, there are a couple drawers on the desk, and I still haven't finished describing the room because I got cut off.
Oh, sorry.
Stupid question. To the right of the desk, you can see bookshelves. There's just hundreds of books on them. They're different sizes, anything of this type. So
Okay. Are
But
you
yes,
done with the room?
yeah, there's also a fireplace. There's nothing over this one though. So
Anything on the mantle?
oh, okay, I'm actually correct.
It is a condom.
Yep. Called
You're
it.
right, you got me.
Bob is
Above
super
the
wise.
fireplace, there's actually a frame picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. On either sides of the fireplace are two cushy chairs.
All right, I want to look through the desk drawers.
So there is actually only one drawer. So you take and slide it out, and it's empty, except for a single iron key that's kind of near the back of the drawer.
I'm gonna take the key and put it in my pocket.
Okay, you do so.
Since I've been here by myself, nobody needs to know I have it. As Bob enters the room, of course.
Mhm.
I'm
What
gonna-
is that you were doing?
Bob is not very perceptive. But also, Bob usually doesn't care what Celeria does.
That's true. I'm gonna look down here at all the books and I'm just gonna walk down here, and just seeing if there's any interesting titled books, anything like that seems out of the ordinary, to kind of get an idea of what these people were into.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an investigation check then.
Let me know when 10 minutes have fully passed.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Were you ritually casting something?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
What are you casting? I
Detect
missed
magic.
it.
Detect magic.
Oh,
I'm like, I should have done this the first floor.
So you're taking and looking over the shelf, top to bottom, kind of skimming over some stuff, and there's this red book that seems to catch your eye. It has no wording on the spine. Doesn't really make any sense.
I want to pick it up and
So
look through it.
So as you take and grab a hold of the book, you start to pull it off the shelf, and it stops about 2 inches, and you hear a click.
Oh, I did something! As I yell.
And Bob makes his way over.
With the click, the bookshelf kind of comes toward you a little bit.
Is it enough to make like a gap?
It seems to be on a hinge.
Celeria, allow Bob to enter. It may not be safe.
Okay.
I kind of
Go-
screamed from the door. What did you find? The druid's still casting.
We found a door. I told you, you have to go up to go down.
I'll watch over him.
All right, come when you guys are done.
Move down one so I can stand in your spot.
I close the children's
Can we get
door.
by? Is this big enough passageway for us to go through?
It's real tight. Like, it's kind of only meant for one person. It's not meant, like, this isn't a public library. It's definitely a personal library. There wasn't expected for tons of people to be walking back and forth.
All
here.
right, so I will walk all the way out so Bob can go in, and then I will step back and follow Bob.
Okay, so what are you doing, Bob?
Bob will slowly open up the bookshelf.
Okay, you start to pull it toward you. It's on a giant hinge. It hits your shoulder.
Oh, step back more. Appears Bob needs more room.
Bob is fat.
Bob is skinny.
It is a tiny corridor with a full bookshelf opening.
I giggle after I say Bob is fat.
So the door hinges out, and
Bob
it
does
seems
not
to almost
eat. Bob cannot gain weight.
it seems to block like the entirety of the window there.
And why Bob got cake?
So you're basically staring at now a wood wall with a now open passageway that you can see into.
I will look into.
So as you look into the room, you will see on the left and right there are just more bookshelves. Different colors, some more like there's like some purple books, some black books. Like there's not a lot of like bright colors on these bookshelves, unlike the ones that you were already walking past. And at the end, you see a chest held open with the skeleton head first into the chest. The skeleton is kind of on its knees, bent over with the chest kind of like on its like back.
Bob, do you
Like
see
the door.
anything?
Yes. There appears to be more bookcases and a chest that is eating a skeleton. The skeleton does appear to be humanoid.
Okay. Anywhere else to go, or is it that's all you see?
No, it is roughly a 10-foot by 5-foot chamber.
Oh, can you see what's in the chest?
Yes. One moment.
At this point, I'll say your 10 minutes is up and you finish casting the spell.
Did I see anything in 30-foot radius?
No, the metal is cold and uncolored. It's just pretty straightforward. There's no magical that you're seeing here.
All right, Loaf Burr, let's go. I'm ready
Okay.
to detect.
So,
They went
Bob,
in
you
this
stepped-
area, and I kind of point to that door. They found a secret.
Secret? What secret?
Found a hidden passage.
Oh yeah, I'm up here now. I forgot.
I detect anything magical within 30 feet of me.
See
No.
protection magic from a small square right here.
What are you talking about? It's enchantment.
Damn you, I hate you so much.
Oh,
That's
no,
when
the
you
roof
make them roll a
caved
D100
in.
and tell them it will affect them in like a 2 hour, 3 hours, or maybe 4 months.
So Bob, you enter the room. What all did you do?
I'm walking up to the chest to open it up and see what's in there, other than the head of a skeleton.
As you approach
instructed.
it, there is, like I said, a skeleton bent over it. The lid is half closed onto it.
Mhm.
The chest is a heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet, so it's very decorative and ornate. And you do what?
I'm going to open the lid to see what is in it beside a skeleton skull.
So you open the chest, and the skeleton kind of limps out. The armor that the skeleton is wearing is leather, and in the chest you see 3 darts stuck inside of it. Looking inside the chest, you can very clearly see the device that shot the darts. And in the skeleton's hand as it falls, the piece of paper. And there are some items within the chest.
Sure, what you got for me, Slick?
Okay, so you're going for the chest?
I just want to know what's in the chest. You said there's 3
So,
items in there.
no, I said there's some items in the chest. So you're actually like pulling them out of the chest?
I had 3.
Do I have to
Okay.
pull them out to know what they are?
I mean, you can see some books, some paper, some rolled up pieces of paper. It just looks like some paper objects in some ways.
All right, and you're saying the darts look like they appear to be shot out of something, and I know what it was?
Yeah, the chest is pretty obvious that it was trapped, and now the trap has obviously gone off into the dead adventurer.
Ah, okay. Yes, the chest seems to contain part of the upper torso of a dead humanoid, as well as some darts that were triggered upon opening the chest. The humanoid appears to have a piece of paper, and there are other miscellaneous books and papers inside the chest.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and take the piece of paper.
Very well.
And no kind of treasure or anything.
Oh, Bob is not very good at looking at these things.
I mean, if it's someone's house, it wouldn't surprise me if there's no treasure, to be honest.
Yeah. Maybe we should back up and then you can go in there and kind of look over the stuff that's in the chest because Bob is not really good at evaluating things.
Yes,
That's
Bob has
fine.
no sense of wealth.
All right. Can Bob read?
Yes, Bob can read.
All right. Well, come out here and we'll read what's on the paper.
All right, so I'll always come out into the middle of the study.
So you took the paper from the skeleton, but you left everything in the chest.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I will cast light on my shield so I can have some vision inside the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Hold on. Up. And that gives you what, 20 as well?
2020.
Is that concentration?
No.
No,
It's just an
light
hour.
is stupid.
Yeah.
It just
Light
is.
awesome. It just is.
Yeah, it just
So,
is.
as you enter the room, do you
Honestly,
have
it's hella
advantage?
nerfed and dark and darker.
Do you have proficiency with like Arcana?
Nope.
No. Okay.
I'm just gonna see what's inside the chest.
So yeah, there's the bookshelves. Obviously, the skeleton now flopped out, leather armor, darts in chest. Inside the chest, there is 3 books. They're not emanating anything. They're just black covered books. There is 3 rounded up pieces of paper next to it, though. The one scroll is giving off enchantment magic. One is giving off abjuration, and one is giving off evocation. There's also some misc pieces of paper with official signage and signatures underneath.
What was the last school you said? Evocation?
Evocation.
Alright. I will guide myself and then pick them up.
Okay, so what does the guy do again, just to make sure?
D4 on skill
1d4
checks.
to ability checks.
Okay, so you pick up the scrolls?
Yeah.
You have 3 scrolls with the listed schools of magic glowing on them.
Right. And the other things in the chest are books and what else?
So there's 3 black books with like black leather covered books. They're very nicely made. The pages are blank. They don't really have anything in them, but the books look really nicely well made. People would definitely enjoy writing stories in these, and they would make a good long life for the story. And then below it, if you search, are you searching deeper?
Yes.
We must go deeper.
So as you start rifling through the other information in the chest, there seems to be more official paperwork. You pick up the first one. It's about the deed of the house.
Yoink.
My house now.
There's the deed of the house,
Freaking idiot.
signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst. There is also another deed for some land plot that says something about a windmill on it, and then a will.
I will read the will.
The will, you can see at the bottom, is signed by the same people, Gustav and Elizabeth Durst. And it's basically a statement that they're leaving the house, the windmill, and any other family property to Rosvalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' death.
Can you read the names? Rosvalda and who?
Rosvalda and Thornbolt Durst.
A math teacher made name Miss Durst.
Yep.
Or
And
your
there's
notes,
another-
Dan. I'll take and drop those to you, so you don't have to worry about spelling.
I got them right. Oh no, never mind. I wrote Rosevelda, not Rosevalda. Right. Yeah.
So.
And nothing else in the chest bookcases.
No, do you take everything out of it?
I take everything.
Okay, so you have 3 blank books with black leather covers, the
Mhm.
3 scrolls with
Mhm.
their individual magics,
Mhm.
the deed to the house, deed to windmill, and a signed will.
All right.
Bob's eyes will glow yellow as he guidance himself and reads this parchment taken from the dead person.
Are you reading it aloud or to yourself?
To myself.
Okay,
Should read it out loud.
so this is what you read on the scroll.
Oh, actually, that's fair. Bob would probably read it out loud.
Okay, would you like to read it out loud then?
Sure. And this is in common, I'm guessing?
Yes, it's just common language.
My most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness, of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness, I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zorvich.
Well then,
Bob does not understand this.
it seems I
Somebody.
no, I think it's the owner of the house was having a fun time in town, if you know what I mean.
Yes, it
With
says that he slept
somebody.
with another woman who was not his wife.
Yes.
Yes,
And had
and-
a baby.
Well,
So, real
could
quick,
you say
what
they
you
had a baby?
Yeah, stillborn.
The baby, therefore, never actually came to being.
Yeah,
The baby
Unfortunate.
still existed.
it was just fleshy matter.
Baby still existed. It's still a baby.
That is
Don't-
true. Due to most of you, your flesh, other like people's way of managing things, if it was born, it still owned rights to the name.
Yes. Anyways, it didn't live, so that's not the monster.
Well, you don't know. It may have tried to resurrect her some dark magics.
Oh, maybe the mother was a witch and tried to resurrect the baby.
Well, what I can tell you about mothers and babies and children is that we have the deed of the house, the will left by the parents to those kids outside in the street that are probably dead, and also 3 magical scrolls that I don't know what they do, but I know they're cool.
Well, if we get in trouble, just open it up and read one.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Go
So
ahead.
we'll take a break from this because Loafer did not come in. So Loafer, what were you doing during all of this?
Most of it, I was. Oh, that's not what I wanted to
He was
do.
breaking his chair.
One moment.
Trying to be a not bad DM. Trying not to
Appreciate
leave one character standing there the whole time.
No, you're good. I'll be right
Appreciate
back.
it.
Sorry.
So mainly keeping guard as Sinalis entered, came out. I heard the reading of the scroll. As he was reading the scroll, I wanted to then open this door.
Okay.
So basically, I knew what was going on, and it sounded like there wasn't much room, but it didn't interest me at all. There was no need for my presence, so I stayed out here watching to see if anything came up, etc. But as soon as it seemed like the reading of the scroll, I wanted to then open the door. Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and take and open the door.
Are we playing Guess Who? Sorry. Alright. And I will enter the door.
Double checking. I'm checking the right room.
Then I will wait to enter the door.
Okay. So I was just making sure I was in the right instance.
Then I will enter the door.
So upon entering the room, you can see that it's a very elegant hall. There is a brass-plated chandelier from the ceiling. There's a bunch of chairs kind of along the sides of the walls. And there is stained glass wall hangings, which depict men, women, children singing and playing instruments. There is a harpsichord with a bench in the corner, and near the fireplace is a large harp. On the mantelpiece, there is figurines of it looks like people dancing, and that's all you get is your quick skim.
Does it look like there's any I go over here. Does it look like there's any smoke rising up through here?
No, are you just looking at the fireplace, or are you looking at everything near the fireplace?
I'm looking in the fireplace right now.
In the fireplace, some charred bits, again, no fire active. Maybe some burnt, like some remnants of like charred wood, but it's not warmed to any touch or anything like that.
This is wasteful architecture. Is the harp? I'll go over here. Is the harpsichord door open?
No, it's closed.
All right, I'll open it up.
You take and open it up. Inside, you can see strings stretched across. Looks like a pretty standard instrument.
I'll absentmindedly just kind of pluck at some of the strings as I kind of look around the room.
Okay, they let out different tones here and there. Some sharp, some not. Some on tune, some maybe off tune. Don't know how. But it makes a nice little tune as you're plucking the strings, which the other people would be able to hear as it radiates through the hallways.
Yep. I come into because I hear it.
Seems to be a conservatory, but this doesn't make sense.
Did you? Is there a picture above the mantle?
So as you enter, you skim around, you see the chairs, the instruments, the drapes on the windows, and across the mantle of the fireplace, there is no photo, but this time is replaced with small figurines of, it looks like dancers from a distance.
Dancers.
So you guys, so there was no staircase up or down, I'm guessing.
No.
There's a
Then
staircase
that-
up.
Yes.
There
I
is a
guess
staircase up?
we have to keep
Bob
going up.
yells from the hallway.
Oh, I didn't know there was a staircase.
I
Yes.
misunderstood that
This
design.
way.
I even tried to put the wall in. Like if you like go down the staircase, the wall's off because you can't see that anymore. Like I even tried to put the detail in.
Yeah, as a DM who has done these modules, I know that is an up and down staircase.
I can see it now.
Oh,
but I couldn't
yeah,
see it.
now I can.
You can see it
But
because of the light and the reflection.
I didn't.
otherwise
It
you'd
wasn't
be
obvious
confused.
to me before, but I see it now.
Anyway, continue
Yeah.
in the other room.
Well,
Seems like
he
they
asked
left
if
the room.
yeah, he's asked if there was a staircase up, and instead of saying no, yes, there's a staircase
Whoa.
up.
I realize now I would have seen it as well. So I'll stay here in the conservatory. I guess they entertained often.
Well, according to the deed of their home, they are well, not a lord or lady, but they're landowners. Nicholas, the well, not the deed.
Well, there's no creature here.
We should head up.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
indeed.
start heading upstairs.
Yep.
Very well.
I'm after. Oh, Bob ran me over.
Beep beep.
Yep, I had to make sure you did not get in front of me.
Sometimes that gets old, you know.
Bob is very old. He understands.
Can always count on you.
And up we go.
Bob counts on his fingers.
I hope that's not really the case, but we'll hope for the best. So, as you guys head up the staircase, you come across the next floor, and I really hope the vision works properly because it doesn't seem like it is. I have no idea what you guys
I
see.
see a small
I see
square
just
room.
fine. I see just fine.
Okay. It looks
How
very
you
dark
looking,
for me.
man?
So,
Sorry, I was sneezing. What's up?
Can you see?
Yeah, I can.
so as you guys come up the staircase, you kind of it seems to be that you like reach the top floor ish. There's no more like the staircase kind of comes up to a balcony. It kind of overlooks the staircase. There is a metal suit of armor directly in front, like kind of looking over the like kind of across from the railing.
If that's it, Bob's gonna walk up to the armor and introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Bob.
I'm trying to debate. So Dan, I don't know if you would have a clear line of sight, but Bob, your first reaction is immediately to walk into see the armor.
And introduce himself, yes.
Okay. So
If
this
it's
is gonna be
regarding the detect magic, it's just 30 feet radius in a sphere, so I don't have to see it. I just sense it.
Okay, so you would sense some animation, like or not, conjuration magic is what you would sense,
Mm-hmm.
just as Bob approaches the set of armor. At which point, I am going to need you guys to roll initiative as the armor strikes out at Bob.
Bob, no.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we click on our tokens,
Yeah.
right?
Do I have advantage on initiative still?
Designation. Yes.
Sorry, what?
Oh,
Yep. It
See if I
lasts
did that
until I
right.
use it again.
Hey.
That is
Why-
weird that I don't see the dice, but I'll live with it for now.
Trust me, you'll get used to it.
Let me
I
try
just
to
love
figure
not
out.
saying the dice anymore.
There we go.
Is like
Fantastic
refreshing.
advantage.
Two, token, armor. Okay.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Well, good thing I give you advantage.
I recognize that token.
So because I
Instantly
forgot to
struck with fear.
hit this properly, that was not its actual roll because I forgot to. I couldn't click on the token even though I tried to.
That's not the token I used, Dan.
So that
No,
is
it
what.
feels familiar. I think it's because I've seen it before when I was looking for pictures for Valdo.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I just look
the
like tokens.
the armor slashes out at you with a single attack.
Mhm.
Does a 7 hit?
No. I instinctively raise my shield hand up.
And
This one understands Bob.
it is not happy with Bob. And that would start initiative. So up first, Dan.
Yeah, boy. All right. I will call upon the stars and transform into a starry version of the Archer constellation.
Hold on. I think. Did you want to move?
Yeah.
Who needs,
Can
who
you
needs
see
to
it?
move when I'm ranged?
I know, but can you see?
You're
Yeah.
down the stairs.
Yeah, I can see. I can move regardless. Just have to go through you guys. So
Yeah.
I'll,
I was
I'll
just
make it.
asking. You hit me,
That's-
Dan. I'm not gonna be very happy.
Don't worry, I won't hit
Oh,
you.
you're gonna see how fun Circle of Stars druids are, even at low level.
Yeah, I know. I remember when this was Unearthed Arcana and I was using it. Alright, so
Right, sorry.
so it is an action to transform. Then I can use my bonus action to make a ranged spell attack.
It's a bonus action to transform.
Oh, really?
It's stupid.
No, on activation and as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Hey, boy. Yeah, so I make a ranged attack on
Okay,
the
good.
thing.
Roll it.
Where is it? There's so many things on this sheet.
Down
It's
towards
wild.
the bottom.
There's so many things.
Mhm.
There it is. 20.
20 does connect. You see your arrow flying toward the creature.
Eat stardust. Oh, wow, I rolled the 1. Shame.
Okay, so you take and you fire the arrow, and it lodges into the arm. You kind of hear a hollow thunk as it pierces the armor. And anything else?
Yes, I am going to move through my comrades, which is 25 feet of movement. And then, just to be safe, let me read this real quick.
I was say I feel like you've used you action bonus action.
No, that was a bonus
No,
action.
that's all in a bonus action. It's
That's all one bonus action.
It's awesome.
jeez.
I love Circle of Stars druids. I was just sad that Algalon was a dedicated healer because as a blaster, I was disgusting.
Yes. And now I will poison spray the guy in front of me. If I'm not mistaken, poison spray is not a cone. So it has to roll a Constitution saving throw. Though this is poison damage. It's not. Might not go good.
I'm not going to say you've literally adventured with a construct.
Yep. But so never mind. I'll do told Toll the dead, which is wisdom 14.
Okay, so it needs to make wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Well then, it definitely fails.
Good, and it did good. So, that's a... What the fuck, bro? Come on.
1 damage, got it. Okay.
1
Yeah.
point of
Oh.
necrotic. It's a tiny little bell goes ding, 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 next to his ear.
Bob rings the bell.
No,
Bob's spell did more damage.
at least did annoyance damage.
Yeah, this is bullshit. I will roll the one. That's my turn. Jeez.
Okay, that's all you got. Up next is a suit of armor. Being ambushed, shot in the arm. This suit of armor is not exactly the happiest. And it spins over to you and swings its arm at you. It's a 14 hit.
No. I block
It
my
swings.
shield.
You block
My
it. You hear it clank against it as the other hand comes around the other way to hit you. For a 19.
That doesn't.
You were pretty confident. First hand swings around, block it. Second one comes around, hits the other side for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, jeez.
That would be the end of its turn.
So
That
now
means
it's
Bob's up.
hero.
All right, Bob will move into a flanking position, and Bob rings the bell. Wisdom
Did you bring
DC
Bell with you?
14.
Oh my god. Yeah, actually, okay.
He has Toll the Dead.
Oh my god.
I hate it. I hate it even more.
I need more cowbell.
So, it's a 14, you said?
Yeah, 14 Wisdom.
It fails.
11
been
points of necrotic.
That's
11
what I like to see.
points. Okay. With this new bell, it seems to radiate a little bit as it chimes. And
No,
you
it's
kind
not a bell. That's what he hears. Bob rings the bell.
hate you.
Say it like
You-
Bob.
Well, the suit of armor definitely radiates a little bit with the statement, I guess. And anything else you got for your turn?
1 sec. How's it looking?
As your tone radiates through it, you kind of see a bit of like its shoulder pauldron kind of fall off. It's kind of seeming to start to lose its like maintain. It's like losing its maintenance of its form.
Okay, that'll end my turn.
Okay. Celeria, you are up.
I am at like the top of the stairs, so I assume that I can
Yep, you have vision.
I have direct vision, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot an arrow.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
21.
The arrow takes and flies and sticks directly into the side of the armor, penetrating into it for how much damage?
Oh, that's max damage.
12. So the armor, like the arrow shot, kind of like penetrates through, taking out side plating. You can see now the hollow interior of it. There's just nothing, but you completely took a chunk of the plating out of the side of it. It kind of like looks down, like, oh god, and like another piece of armor falls like off its back. Like it has like a middle skirt that just like falls, but like it still has the full plate, legs, and armor. But there seems to be now gaps showing between it. You got anything else?
Nope. I'm not gonna move, and I have no bonus action, so that's all.
Okay. That leaves you up next, Loafer.
All right. I will swing with, I guess, poke with my trident. I do have my shield out, so it's currently going to be the one-handed attack.
Okay. That's a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
You stab through, but you manage to stab one of the holes that was already there, so it doesn't really contact anything else.
No.
Okay, so end of your turn, we cycle back around to Tanalis.
Yes. Very much so.
So you've been blocking and getting smacked. The armor's falling apart in front of you. What do you do?
Bonus action. I'm going to hit it.
Okay,
But since
with
I'm in melee, it's disadvantage.
okay.
Is it still a ranged spell attack?
Yup.
So you're firing an arrow at it. Still hits.
Wow.
It's impressive. It's impressive.
I'm god rolling, dude. Why can't I roll like this with Daisy?
Yeah, why can't you, Daisy?
Max damage.
So
Yeah, at least it wasn't a 1.
basically, I get a question. How would you like to finish it?
I look at it like, worst choice of your animated life? And a starry arrow pierces its helmet and pins it behind Bob against the door.
So Bob, you see the helmet of the figure come flying past you, pins itself to the wall behind you. One arrow just holding the helmet seems piercing straight through the skull. The rest of the armor just falls apart and collapses to the floor. As the animated armor is now a pile of metal on the floor.
This is why Bob is made of solid stone.
Yeah. Damn, he hits good though.
He hits well.
Yeah, I heard a bit. Ow.
This is why Bob introduces himself.
Well, Bob, you see, this guy wanted your head.
Yes, but he missed my head and hit you.
Yes, unlucky. But at the same time, now I took his head, so we're equal.
His head is up on this wall, as Bob points to the head.
Yes, because I took it off.
Would you like it?
No, it can stay there. We're
As
on
I
the
walk,
floor.
as I walk by, I just spit on the pile of metal.
Bob has 2 doorways. Would you like him to proceed?
Yes, open the 2 doorways at once, at the same time.
Bob will try to open both doors at the same time.
How do you do this?
Hit the gear, clear things, or you just hit the clock again. Take your pick. You're trying to remove turn order, right?
Oh, no, I hadn't done that. I was more just asking.
Oh, how I do the doorways? I have 2 arms.
Yeah, so you're just like pushing both doors open simultaneously?
Yeah, so I'll put a hand on each knob, turn them, or however it works, push them, and then try and use my momentum to let them open without me following through with the doorway.
Okay. I thought maybe you might be doing something fun, like kicking them open or something. So figure that.
Nope.
Um,
Bob is
both
not
doors.
fun.
Both doors creak open. Go ahead and open. Yeah, there you go. So
Bob
which
has
room would you
found
like?
a broom closet.
Which room looks more interesting?
The southern one.
All right, let's go.
Would you like to describe said rooms?
Okay. It's more of a question. So you guys seem more interested in this other room. You're not really caring about the actual broom closet.
Correct.
Yeah, it's an actual broom closet, by the way.
There's brooms in there.
Mm-hmm.
So you glance in. There's a broom at the back.
Mhm.
There's some sheets on the shelves, some soap, miscellaneous, just household stuff. You guys kind of discard that room. Meh, storage. Who cares?
Bob enters.
So you enter into the southern room. As you walk in, you see a elegantly appointed bedroom. There is dust and cobwebs shrouded across everything, and there is a 2 doors on the west wall. One door you can see is A set of double doors with glass. You can see a balcony outside overlooking into what is now the fog. And a second door, which is say wooden for this case. The bed you can see is kind of dusty, not really too much on it, still kind of cobwebbed. There's 2 end tables, a fireplace, and there's also a wardrobe. Next to the wardrobe is a full-length mirror with a frame that looks like it has like plants and stuff carved into.
Sorry, I'm gonna put something in the one-shot channel because I'm eating.
You look so derpy.
Right?
Hold on.
He does.
He noticed me eating, and he had to know what it was.
He's like, owner, why are you eating? I need to know
Yeah,
now.
what are you eating?
Sorry. Just kind of looking around. Anything look unusual for a bedroom?
No, the cobwebs seem there. I mean, the mirror does have some intricate carvings on it. It's an above average bedroom, per se.
I would like to look for proof that this guy was being lecherous to his wife.
Lecherous.
Lecherous, yes, that's the word. Yeah.
As Bob opens the closets. I'm guessing they're closets.
Okay, hold on. Let me figure out what all is going on here. So Dan is going to the bed. Solaria,
Well, just-
you're doing what?
Just the room in general.
I'm gonna look at this door. I see Bob's in front of this door, so I'm gonna look at this other door.
Dan's gonna pull out his ALS, his
And
alternative light source.
I mean,
Look.
right now I'm Starlight, so
Lufer, what do you do?
I am looking at the broom closet.
Okay. So you
He's
fully step
interested
into it?
in there.
Huh?
Do you fully step into it?
Unless you're stopping me.
I'm asking. So you are stepping into it, yes?
Am I in it?
Okay.
Yes, I'm stepping into it.
Are you sure
And-
about
Bob is opening the door, correct?
that? Yeah, the one next to him.
Okay. So, Bob, you can go ahead and open the door.
Huzzah! Of course.
Um,
What did you say?
I said, oh, of course.
so we're gonna take and do an initiative roll. As Bob opens the door to, it looks like a somewhat see-through, clear-ish character. As the doors opened and Bob kind of stands there for a second, the creature spins around and you can see a terrified-looking, skeletal, thin young woman. She lets out a shriek.
Do I still have
At
advantage?
this,
Actually, I meant to say that I would activate it again after the combat. I just never did. Can I retcon that?
wait, what?
Can I give him an advantage on initiative again? I would have done it after the last combat. I just forgot to say.
We'll allow it.
Okay.
So you gave it to me again?
Yes.
Am I rolling initiative?
Yes, everybody's rolling initiative.
Roll
Because
initiative.
as you step into the broom closet, the broom that is at the back of it pops to life and takes a swing at you.
that's right. This entire floor is cursed.
You guys did way more. You guys procced so many things at the same time, and I was like, fuck, this is not how I expected this to go.
Never
Welcome to being a
does.
DM.
Never does.
Yep.
Well, and I
Um,
said I was opening this door too, so.
Oh, if you open that door, go
Oh Lord.
ahead. Then I go to this, and then I do that.
Well, at least my door was safe.
For
now.
That broom is fast as fuck, boy.
I mean, and
So-
with
Is
roll of
it
20.
a Nimbus 2000?
So, as Loafer steps into the broom sweeps up to life. Whatever you roll, so we can do that. So the broom does get an opportunity attack on you, or a sneak attack on you, because you didn't know it, and it takes and swats at you for a really okay. This is a 19 hit.
Yes.
You get smacked for 6 points of bludgeoning damage from the broom.
Oh my goodness.
Did you say lightning or bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning.
Okay. No, I thought I heard
Lightning
lightning.
bolts. Lightning bolt broom.
Thor's bloom.
Boom.
No,
You hear a boom from the other room.
bludgeoning. And so there, you get to be the first to react.
All right. After opening up my door and not seeing anything, but hearing that, I'm gonna kind of step backwards. Oh, he's taller than me. I can't see.
Did the
I'm
Banshee make
thin,
a
though.
noise?
You can shoot around me.
It
I
let
can
out like a shock screech that you would hear from the other room.
Yeah, and we don't know what's going on over there.
Nope.
So you said I can shoot around you without shooting you. Oh, hopefully.
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 All right. So I'm
I
gonna
feel
try.
like that would enable like 2/3 cover, would it not?
I would
That is
say half cover, personally.
And to be fair, I actually don't know what half cover does. So help me. SOS, send help.
Half cover, I believe it's
Plus
plus
two.
2. Yeah. The
2/3
third side, what, 5?
plus 5 AC, yeah.
So it just makes it harder to hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to shoot
Unless
through a
you roll a
giant
1.
stone golem.
I'm tall and slender. I'm tall and thin. I just weigh a lot because I'm dense.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell for Bob to watch out as I try to shoot an arrow. So let's see what happens. Oh, that does not go well.
Okay, so 13 does not hit. It kind of like ricochets off the side of Bob. Doesn't really do much to him, but it's just enough to like throw the arrow off, and it goes wide.
Bob, I told you can't stand in my way.
Apologies. Bob will make sure not to do that again in the future.
Bob, you're too polite. But other than that, I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay, so the broom comes up. It gets its surprise jump and then takes another swatty before you can really react. So, unless that's, I'm gonna ask a question because I'm not sure how surprise rounds work. They would then follow immediate initiative, so he would basically get 2 back-to-back attacks. Like that's not unusual.
If you want to be technical, surprise rounds in D&D usually aren't meant for the bad guys.
Well,
It's usually meant for the good guys.
oh,
It's an ambush.
well. This case, the broom literally ambushed. So,
No, I'm saying they're not meant. Yeah, the NPCs are not meant to get the surprise round. But yes, in how you're doing it, absolutely yes.
okay, I'll work it this way. I know how to work it, so it's all good. So the broom, after doing the first smack, will come back for its second attack. It is going to be a 10 to hit.
That's a miss.
So kind of smacks you. You realize you like kind of sidestep it. It whiffs on the second swing.
I just kind
kinda-
of slap it out with my shield, like fucking broom.
And that would be the end of its turn. So that would make you up to go, Loafer. Loafer.
Oh, sorry, my turn.
Yep, Loafer.
I'm not used to high rolls. In addition,
Fair.
I still have my trident out, so same deal. 19 to hit, 4 damage.
19, 4 damage. You stab forward at the broom. Kind of hard, it's a little stick, but you connect with it, and you kind of take a chunk of wood out of the handle, and it kind of reacts a little bit, like, I lost a chunk of it. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Up next will be Sonalis.
Good. I can see the Banshee from here, but I think it would have 2/3 cover, so I'm moving here. I'm like, Bob, dodge, and a radiant arrow goes towards the Banshee. Or whatever it is.
Sorry, what was it again?
I'm going to use my archer form to hit it.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Damn. 13 as well.
13 also misses because, again, you're trying to shoot an arrow past your teammate. So,
Bob, you really have to move.
But you
So,
know what?
here goes
DC
Wise.
14 wisdom.
Okay, wisdom. So you do a thing and it fails.
Good. It takes 1d8 necrotic damage. No, it's not missing D&D Beyond. Oh. 7 points of necrotic.
Okay, so as you, I assume, ring the bell again,
In its
Mike.
mind. Yes.
it doesn't seem to react really. It's almost as if it didn't hear the bell.
Sag. Alright, I am going to move this way now. Get out of the way. And that is my turn.
Okay, so now comes to the spooked skeletal look, or the gaunt looking woman that is translucent. And being that Bob has opened the door, she is going to lash out at you for a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so you're going to take 11 points of damage, necrotic damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
6.
6. Okay. Your health is lowered by 11. Your maximum is lowered by 11.
Right.
And that will end its turn.
Anyone dead yet? Almost. Bonus action. Bonus action. Bonus action. I thought that was a bonus action. I can't waste my action to shove this thing. I would love to, but I really can't waste my action on it. So you guys are just going to have to do better. Bonus action, Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. 2 AC, okay.
Action, Channel Divinity.
Okay.
And we are going to do... Ooh, actually... Okay. Can I tell as a cleric if this is an undead creature?
Give me... Give me a... Oh man, I don't know what... I'm debating between a religion or an arcana. I don't know which one.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I am proficient in religion and not arcana. If that helps your decision.
That's an interesting check that I had not. Sure, give me a religion check. Why not? We'll go with that just for fun here.
8.
You're proficient in it?
Yes.
What's your proficiency bonus?
+2.
Okay.
I rolled.
I know it's there. It's let me read the description one more time. It's skeletally thin. It's shrieking, scared, and slightly transparent. You could probably assume it.
Yeah, but Bob doesn't assume. He either knows or he doesn't. Assuming is for humans. Does he know it's undead, or does he think it does not know it's undead?
Your character's dumb.
I'm asking the DM.
I know.
Yeah. No, my character is dumb. He's average intelligence.
No, it's just the way it has to be played.
I'm gonna say yes because you've heard like shrieks like that, and they don't typically come from living creatures.
Okay. Then I will channel Divinity Turn Undead. It must make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It tied, so that means
If it
that
beats,
it's.
it beats.
So yeah, it saves.
All right. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, I can't make it in through the door because it's blocking the doorway.
You're not going to move out, even though we told you to move?
That's super stupid, but I can.
No, it's up to you.
No,
You play your character.
Nope, Celeria asked me to move. You are correct. So, yeah.
That's the only reason why I said that is
I'm
because.
going to back up to protect Celeria.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you can still move over and back. But...
I know.
And then that'll end my turn unless it wants to take an attack of opportunity on me.
Well, it can't. He turned undead.
It succeeded.
It failed.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Should have just used my other one.
As you back up, it shrieks but doesn't.
Oh my goodness.
Sure.
So that's the end of your turn?
Yep. Yeah, I should just use my other one. I'm stupid.
So that brings Celeria up.
What is this thing that I'm standing over? Is it a table?
You're
a
like
cabinet?
standing next to a wardrobe.
Is it super tall?
It's probably, how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
About a foot and a half taller than you.
Okay, so it's not like a desk that I can stand on. Okay.
Yeah, it's a wardrobe.
And how big are these squares? Like, can I move around? But see, I would have a disadvantage too. So I guess I'm gonna try to shoot through the bob again.
Why wouldn't you just move over?
I'm wondering that she thinks she's gonna have to spend, but I don't understand why you would. Why you think you
Well,
would.
so here's the thing. So if I was thinking about like moving here, but would I be able to shoot through the doorway this way and see the character?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. That was my problem because I was like, I don't think I could actually shoot through the doorway because that's not how doorways work. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my arrow. And 20.
20 hits.
11 points of damage.
Okay. So you fire the crossbow shot through it. It goes through it, and they kind of like the missiness of it kind of like gets torn before it comes back. And it seems like it goes back into place. The creature definitely recognizes it's been shot.
Does it react?
It kind of like flinches a bit whenever it gets shot. It just acknowledges it got hit.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just stay here, and that ends my turn.
Okay. So it's gonna come back to the broom. The broom is going to take and do another swat at you. 18 to hit.
Hits.
5 damage.
How much?
5 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And it swings again for 14 to hit.
Miss.
And second one goes wide. Keep getting bapped by this broom. Not happy about it. And then that's the end of its turn. You're up.
Guess I'll swing. Actually, how many do I got? Anything good? No, just swing. Same thing. Fumble.
You jab the trident forward, but goes right between the two prongs. Just doesn't connect.
Yeah, he's definitely
End
getting
my
destroyed by
turn.
dust bunnies.
Okay.
As this broom is wrecking him.
So now let's you're up.
Alright, I'm going to go check if our friend over here is good. And I don't know if
You-
the banshee will take an attack of opportunity.
No.
Okay. So I'm like, hey, how you doing? Oh, what the heck is that?
You see your teammate being kind of just bapped by a broom that's levitating in front of him, and he's trying to jab at it with a trident.
You look down on your luck here, and I cure wounds him. So that is going to be 9 points of healing.
Thank you.
And then as my bonus action, I will attempt to hit it. $17.
Who would win a
Okay.
righteous paladin who serves the god of the underworld or one dust bunny witchwhack?
Okay. You fire an arrow at it, and you manage to shoot it directly in the shaft. How much damage?
9 points of radiant damage.
9 radiant.
Yes. I'm
Okay.
Stardust.
You fire the arrow, it penetrates through the shaft, taking a pretty solid chunk. The head's holding on maybe by like half an inch of wood at this point, and it kind of like does a spin when you hit it because you took a giant chunk out of it, so it kind of rotates in the air before like righting itself again.
If we were children, we would be making so many more jokes right now.
Right.
And then I am going to step one more back in
Good
case
thing
he
we're
wants
not
to move.
children.
And that is my turn.
Okay. So the translucent figure, seeing every backs away from the door, is going to let out a screech as the door slams shut.
Well then.
That was unexpected.
Do we open it again?
That's your choice.
Are you guys
Your
all right
risk.
out there?
I am. He
Feels
is not.
a little elusive.
So it would be Bob's turn. Door's been slammed shut in front of you after a screech is let out.
Bob is feeling weak. Do we pursue?
Maybe you should lay down on the bed and rest. Let me go check on these other ones. And I'm gonna step
Hold on.
outside the
It's still
door.
my turn. We're still in combat.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Let's say I figured that was you guys just communicating. So
Yeah, sorry. I was gonna walk away, but yeah, go
back
ahead.
to there. Go back to there.
Sorry, I forgot that's where I was.
There you
Sorry, I forgot.
go. Oh, Bob's thinking.
can you guys see into the room where the translucent figure was?
No.
No.
On my screen, I accidentally moved the door, and I'm just trying to make sure that I didn't fuck it up.
I could see you moving your
I can
like
see you moving it
counting
around.
your steps, but yeah, that was about it.
It was weird because it was disappeared, and then you'd count your steps, and then it'd show up, and then it'd fade out.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't. Okay.
I've
Noted.
never
Don't
seen
count
that
steps on NPCs. Got it.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. No, he's here to protect, and he doesn't know it's gone yet, so he's gonna open the door again.
Okay.
Do you see anything?
You see some type of small wooden cage, kind of the open top, blankets in it. There's like a small little ball, like kind of in the center of it. Some like blankets, maybe oblong shaped.
But no sign of the creature.
Nope.
Okay. I should have asked. Does it count as an action to open and close the door?
I counted as an action to close it, so I will count as an action to open it.
Poop. Um, 5. Step in. Still nothing.
Nope.
10, 15.
But as you do step in, also another thing is there is a black shroud around the wooden cage. It's like it's not like an actual like it's cloth, just kind of draped over. It's black. So
Okay, 5, 10,
it's kind of mesh, so you can see through it. So
15, 20, 25. Well, that's a cluster. Yeah, I've already used my action.
you step out, floating broom, teammate getting slapped, healing, arrow shot. So
Back up one more. And yeah, it appears they are attacking a broom.
A broom?
how to make it sound so nonchalant.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Lyra, you're up.
As I hear that they're attacking a broom, I'm going to investigate. And I'm gonna step outside the door.
See your teammate being slapped by a broom that is now almost broken in half, but it is gliding in front of Loafer.
All right, Loafer, watch out! I'm gonna shoot
Oh.
another crossbow.
Okay,
At
go ahead and roll to hit.
Let's see, how hard is this broom to hit? 23.
23. That definitely hits. Give me a damage roll.
So dumb. Oh my gosh. I can't frogman and roll like this.
You fire an arrow. You see the arrow connect with the other half of the nearly segmented segment of the broom as it separates in two. The head flips, and the rest of the shaft falls to the ground as the head lands on top of it.
All right. Well, there goes that broom.
There is now a partially destroyed broom laying in the middle of this closet. A destroyed broom is not partially; it's very much destroyed.
All right. So you guys got attacked by a broom. We got attacked by a ghostly thing.
It was more a sickly lady who probably needs to eat.
Was she alive?
Bob did not confirm whether the lady was alive or dead. But as the lady did attack, Bob feels it was alive. And the wolves downstairs did not. Therefore, Bob feels they were dead.
Okay. But that ends my turn.
Okay. Being that it seems that combat has ended, for at least the time being, we'll get rid of the turn order, and you guys get your free action.
Well, we have to be careful. Clearly, objects are trying to kill us now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to like explore together and not separately.
Speaking of dangerous objects, Bob did see a oddly veiled cage where the gaunt lady was. If somebody wishes to investigate.
Well, we should all be there, but we should definitely check it out. Do you guys are you guys okay to move forward?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Bob, how do you feel?
You notice that Bob's stone looks thinner, more like sheeted rather than solid. Bob is feeling weaker.
All right. Well, Bob, I know you're supposed to be the protector and everything, but why don't you hang back and let us do some exploring first?
Bob will still follow, but not be in the lead.
Exactly. All right. And then I'll go back this way and then go into this room where the cage was.
And with the threat subsided, I'd like to investigate the closet.
Okay, so you guys are stacked. Well, you guys, oh, sorry. There's stack, unstack. Okay, so you investigate the closet. There's just some sheets and stuff, just things, just soap, maybe like some toothbrushes. You know, common household things, toiletries, whatever. Just a storage closet beside the floating magical broom.
Okay.
Valeria, you enter the room. With your knowledge, you realize it's not really a cage. It's definitely some type of cradle or crib with a black shroud around it, kind of a lightly mesh curtain around it. And in the middle, you see a bundle of blankets in the center.
I don't think that would, or that wasn't a cage. That's a baby's cradle, a crib.
Bob has
Do you
entered
think?
sentry mode.
Do you think that bundle of blankets would be the dead baby that this letter was talking about?
It could be. We should. I'm gonna get closer. I can't obviously. I don't want to
You
move
want
on
me?
top of
You
it.
want me to do it?
Doesn't matter. I'll be in here with you. So if you want to get closer and look and see if you can look inside, go for it.
Well, my way over to the crib and touch the. Actually, first off, do I still have detect magic up? Or has it been over 10 minutes?
You would still have detect magic up, yes.
Good. So first off, what was the school of magic of the room? And did I detect any magic around here?
If I'm gonna say this and then ask if I'm wrong, so I feel like it's enchantment because it's an
Yep.
object that is brought to life, or at least animated in some way. So I'm
Oh,
gonna say
and the armor
enchantment.
as well.
Yes, it was also the same as the armor, like brought to life. So
Right. And is there no magical essence radiating out of 30 feet around me?
can you link detect magic for me really quick?
Oh. Detecto magico.
I'm searching up one thing because I'm not exactly sure about this one specific case.
Okay.
Let me consult the ledger.
No, nothing about the crib gives off any magic, nor the bundle in it, nor the veil or the shroud veil. What did I say it was? Shroud around it.
Right. I pull out the blanket bundle and unwrap it.
As you reach for the blanket bundle, so I will ask an opinion from a more experienced DM. This is kind of just picking back up again.
Yep. I would use the same
So,
initiative order.
do I jump to the creature or do I go where the order left off? I imagine jump to the creature.
If it gets an attack, sure. If you wanted to have a surprise attack.
I
So
feel like that would be a reaction, though, wouldn't it be?
it's going to reappear and pop back out and let out a screech, and as it kind of like blocks between you and the bundle. And then we'll continue the order from there. So
You made it mad.
it looks like even though he's out of the room, Bob gets the first go.
Yep, and I can see it reappear, and I heard it. Okay. Shield of Faith is still active. So we are going to move on in there, and on my way over, this thing has to die as it is vicious and dangerous, so Bob is going to use Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt. Go ahead and attack.
17.
17 to hits. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Are you kidding me? Freaking 12.
12 radiance.
Yeah, 12 radiant. That's poop. I mean, it's half, but still. 1-5-1-5. Jeez.
As the radiant bolt whips out at the creature, you can see the bolts of pure light energy rip through it as chunks of it seem to get ripped apart out of it before they like kind of reappear, and the creature lets out a pretty painful sounding shriek.
5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I get in front of Celeria? Like right here?
Um,
I just know that you have the token in an awkward position.
yeah. we'll allow it. You can kind of like get yourself between the crib. It is going to be rough terrain for those 10 spaces, be teammate and the crib.
Yeah, that's all the movement I have to get there.
So you would be able to get there. It's just kind of, excuse me, pardon me, rough, squeeze in there, and yep, you get there.
Bob must protect. And then I'll bring my shield up, look at the thing, and yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, then it is Celeria's turn.
All right. So I have a question because I don't know how this works. I have a quarterstaff. Is that two-handed? Because it has 2 attacks.
It can be one-handed or two-handed, based on if you choose to.
Okay.
However you choose to go about it.
And then with 2-weapon fighting, I would have to have like dual wielding 2 quarterstaffs if I was going to do that. Because I forgot to buy simple weapons for myself. So I'm a little upset right now. But because it says 2-weapon fighting. Oh, that's a light melee weapon,
Yeah.
not simple weapon. Sorry, my bad. Okay. Negate, that answers my
Yeah,
second
I'd say
question.
quarterstaff. Yeah, no. I didn't
So,
think that qualified for it. So
nope. So I'm going to go ahead and use my quarterstaff.
Okay.
And go ahead and try it since I am too close to use my arrow. So
Okay.
let's.
You have advantage because it got guided bolted.
Yes.
How do you guys roll with advantage like that?
Hold
It's
left
like full
shift.
control. Like, is it shift?
Control?
Left
Yeah,
shift.
shift.
Yep, it's shift. My bad. That was control.
Oh, that's fancy stuff.
Uh-huh.
Okay. 19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, so this is for the first one.
You only get 1 attack with a quarterstaff.
Yeah. I'll say you don't get multiple with that. It's not
Why does
don't-
it have 2 though?
Because it can
One
be
hand,
used
two
as
handed
one
weapon.
or 2 hands.
So how do I
So-
know which one's two-handed and which one's one-handed?
So
two-handed's the harder typically. So
2-handed's the bigger damage.
Is that the
dice.
D8?
Usually it's the
Hold on.
bigger D number, yeah.
Okay.
so in your case, yeah, it'd be the D8. So
And that's all I'm gonna do.
oh, I accidentally closed. Like I meant to click over my other tab and I accidentally closed it.
Good
Like-
thing there's a history for web browsers.
I know, right? So sorry, you went swung and you hit for 3.
Yes.
Okay. It didn't particularly care for that. It goes through, but reforms pretty quick. And out. So it's gonna come up to a loafer.
Am I aware of any of this combat?
You hear shriek and some like impacts from the other room.
You did hear Bob say Bob must protect.
10, 20. Looks a bit confined in there.
Just a bit.
Okay. Think I'm right. Maybe not. Guess that's 10 feet ish to her.
And that whole room at this point is rough terrain due to teammates and
It's not what
solid
I asked.
objects. Yes, it would be 10 feet today.
Don't think I can. So the door's in the center there. It's a standard door size, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the creature supposed to be in this tile?
Nope.
It's like literally on top of, like, it's shot out of the crib. Like, it's kind of like trying to protect whatever's in the crib.
Okay, so there's no way I can stand here.
You can squeeze between the crib and the wall. That's why it's rough terrain there.
If I had the movement.
Yeah, if you have the movement to get there.
Okay. So this is a bonus action. Okay. Then I'll use my Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport there.
Oh,
Would you like me to link it?
yeah. I'll take your word for it. If you want to link it to, or let me read it, sounds cool. I'd be up for it, but not too worried.
Alright. And then, is it normal combat or because I have a trident? Is there an issue with that?
I think Trident is just considered a melee weapon. I don't believe it has any disadvantages for close range unless thrown.
Right. Okay. Then I will attack.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting tired.
Would he have advantage as we're flanking?
I will give you advantages. It's flanking, yes.
Did you do something that gave me advantage?
That's the first.
It's
hit.
Guiding Bolt, but yeah, first hit.
Oh.
I'm working on it. It's gonna roll the damage again. I don't know why. There's no way to just.
There is a way to roll just the attack if you just go to the hit DC rather than the actual attack.
Do you say that? Is that this then? Oh, that's Unarmed Strike. Not this. So you say that.
12. So that does not hit.
I'm done.
Okay. So it would come up to Sonalis then.
Guiding bolt.
Okay, go ahead and cast your Guiding Bolt then.
Because
Oh,
Druid of the Stars, get that for free.
That definitely hits, so.
Because Druids of the
Damn it.
Stars are stupidly fun.
11
Yeah,
radiant.
I know, I got a freaking 12 on mine. I'm like,
Yeah.
you kidding me?
And now,
As-
since it has advantage, my bonus action arrow hits as a normal thing. Haha. Ah.
You're right. The next attack will definitely get advantage on it, but good luck hitting it because as you fire the Guiding Bolt at it, it nails center mass and just obliterates it. It just seems to poof into dust as the dust sprinkles down on top of the crib and the bundle.
The arrow hits the dust as it was coming right behind it.
You pin a fleck of dust to the wall.
It's not a real arrow. It's an energy beam in the shape of an arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Druid of the Stars are silly blasters. I was just always the healer, so I could never be a blaster. They're so
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have put me in a predicament that I literally cannot get the token.
I mean, I can do this.
Yeah, let me borrow that for a second. Just do that.
Okay, that's all right, because Bob is going to come back to his corner and sentry mode again.
Okay. So, with the seemingly threats dispersed now, blown to literal dust, you're no longer in order of turns.
Yeah. So
Or
I will
order.
go rest in peace. Your child is no longer alive. And I will pull out the bundle and see if there's a dead baby inside.
You take and reach in at the bundle. The oblong bundle is wrapped up tightly, and as you unroll it, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing.
I will the thing that you do when you're gonna start folding your sheets where you just bounce them up and down. Like, yeah, there's nothing in here. I don't know what she was
You shake it
protecting.
out.
Yeah, I
Basically.
shake out. It's like
Sorry.
she was protecting nothing.
Hmm.
She was protecting the thought of her dead baby. She can rest in peace. And
I don't even
put
think it was her baby.
maybe it was. This was the person he cheated on his wife. Who knows? And I put the thing back on inside the crib. Who knows? This whole place is cursed, I guess.
Is there anything else? Do we notice anything else inside the crib?
No, the crib is empty other than the blanket that I imagine he now just dropped in there. Just
Alright,
blanket.
put it back
Alright.
in there.
So I'm gonna come back out here and go through the door that I opened earlier.
There's a nice window. You can see Sonalis inside. Crib.
Well,
Um,
that's interesting.
then you look out and you're just overlooking what should be the city, but it is heavily fogged. It's as if the fog is clinging to this building.
Very interesting. I don't know what happened to the town we were in, but it no longer exists. And I'll go back inside. Oh, and shut the door.
I guess there's one more room to go and inspect on this
Yeah,
floor.
Bob, how are you doing over there?
Bob is okay to go. However, Bob is still weak.
Oh,
That has
Loper, you
not
want to
changed.
take lead?
Sure.
All right,
I'll go second.
Bob, stay in the back.
There
Bob can
appears
do
to
that.
be more than one door. But I'll open the one on the right.
Okay, as you open it, you see immediately upon opening the door, you can see a stretched tiger skin rug on the floor. It's kind of rotted.
Mm.
There's some pieces missing out of it. You see a fireplace with a chair, and like the corner of a desk with a chair wheeled up to it.
Does my detect magic detect anything?
No, it's pretty basic here.
Okay, good. I think we're safe for the most part.
Oh, I would have given Lofer the advantage on initiative again.
Okay.
Let's-
Now that you step in the room, you can see it a bit clearer. There's a pretty large bed with 2 wardrobes. The fireplace has again another large portrait of the 2 adults seen previously, male and a woman. Now that you're in the room, you can see there's kind of like a small table with some chairs and a like a dusty tablecloth with a jug and a bowl on it.
Is there anything inside the jug?
You pick up the lid for the jug and it's empty. There's nothing in.
Can't even get a decent drink around here.
Well,
Alright.
Tommy said this house is abandoned, so I don't know what you're expecting.
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
open this door.
Bob has a water skin if you need refreshments.
You open the door and it's another just little walkout patio type thing that overlooks the other side of the house. But again, fog is clinging to it almost as if making a wall.
Okay.
I open
would-
this small door here.
Okay. Take and pop open the door and empty closet. There's just nothing in it. There's not sheets, no shelves, nothing. Just empty little room.
I don't even have anything.
Is there
in here.
anything? There's nothing here. Is there? How do the walls look?
So you take and look at the walls and there is some nice curtains kind of around the windows, kind of.
No, of the room.
Oh, the small room. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the big room, like the whole room. No, it's empty. There's actually nothing inside of it. Like it may have had a use, but like you can maybe see like some outlines of where shelves might have been, but it's just empty. Like there's no shelves. Everything seems ripped out.
I'll go inside and kind of look at the ceiling of it. Just look around.
Give me an investigation check.
I want to know what this thing is. Right here.
While he's doing an investigation check, you walk over. You see about a 2 foot by 2 foot opening in the wall with a little wooden box with a loaf of bread in it and a button next to the wall.
Hey, I found the loaf of bread.
Loafer, you tap around the ceiling, the walls seem solid as can be. Doesn't seem like you find no lips, edges, nothing opens. Not even a light in here.
I'm gonna go back out to tell Bob that I found the bread.
I'll
Bob,
go
I found the
out.
loaf of bread.
I'll go out and I'll shove the rug into the fireplace.
You and burning things.
Only things that should be dead. Wonderful. If you need refreshments,
Yes.
Bob has a water skin.
It should be
Wash
dead.
your
It is not.
bread down with.
It is. It has been desecrated. It has not been maintained.
It's not supposed to be decoration.
Yeah, it is an unnatural state of the creature that has passed.
Oh,
So you
you're
rip-
burning the rug?
Yeah.
I am putting the rug in the fireplace and I'm setting it on fire.
If he's
You
doing
ref-
that, I would like to investigate the bed thoroughly and the desk thoroughly.
Okay, so you start with the bed. It's a really nice, like, 4-poster bed. There's like embroidered curtains around it with like veils. It's just a bed. Otherwise, you can't really see anything. There's no shelving or drawers on it. You walk over to the desk, and it's kind of like a little makeup cabinet, like a vanity cabinet.
Is there any makeup left?
There is the mirror attached to it is wood framed, and there is a jewelry box and on the table, and it has a padded chair pushed into it.
All right, I'll open the jewelry box.
You open the jewelry box. It has 3 small golden rings in them
Yoink,
and a necklace with
yoink,
like some type of, I don't know, goldish gem attached to it.
yoink. I would
So
also like to remove the mirror.
let's remove the mirror.
I
I
put that in my
think
bag.
it's not like a hand mirror. It's like a wall mirror, sir.
Okay, I carry the wall mirror with me.
Okay. So you can add to your possessions 3 gold rings and a platinum necklace with a pendant. And then you're carrying. Give me a strength check on that. And by the way, Loafer, while he's doing that, you chuck the thing in, light it up, it burns very easily. It wasn't in the best case, dusty, rotting. It goes pretty easily. You manage to detach it. You hear kind of a crack and see some of the wood broke, but you now are carrying a mirror for some reason.
This will come in handy if we face any undead. Just you wait.
Bob has never used a mirror against undead.
Just you wait, Bob. You'll see.
Bob will be waiting.
Bob, do you want to go through that door or do you want us to go through the door first?
Bob will go through the door and opens the door.
Are you going to go in the door?
Yep.
So, as you step in, you see kind of a wood basin with like clawed feet, and there's a small stove nearby with an iron kettle on it. There's a barrel underneath a faucet, and yeah, the barrel is empty, and it seems like there's some cobwebs hanging off the spigot.
This appears to be a very underused washroom.
Interesting. Nothing in there? Views?
Bob will look in the tub. Actually, I'll look in everything, yeah.
As you do that, I'm going to go back down the hallway into this room.
Okay, you give me an investigation check.
16.
Okay, so you look in the kettle, it's empty. A little spider runs out. You look in the tub, it's empty. There's just a bar of soap at the bottom.
And the furnace? Or oven
There's
or whatever?
there's no wood in it. It seems to be burnt out. Like said, the kettle's empty and cold. It's not lit, so
Oh, excuse me. But there's like nothing in the kettle or anything.
no. It seems like whatever was in there last was burnt up. It's charred, but no goodies.
Bob has determined this wash bay room has been not used and is empty for quite some time.
Well, I guess we should go back down and try to see if we find a basement anywhere. Because I
So,
think at this point we've thoroughly investigated everything.
so there you walk into the room. What are you doing in there?
I am going to this wardrobe and I'm gonna open it and look inside.
Okay, you open it up. There seems to be like some. The best way I'd put it is like maybe they're like close to like nurse uniforms. Like there's no obvious signs of like no like red crosses or anything, but it just seems like a very like caretakerish looking outfit. Um,
Can I push them to the side and check behind?
okay.
Push against it, see if like it's a false back.
So you take and you kind of push to the side and you like smack your hand on the inside of it.
Yep.
Give me a investigation check.
Nice.
You like wrap on the back. You don't really doesn't give an opening. Slamming on the wall. On the other side, so now at least you can hear kind of like a slamming. Sounds kind of distant. Um, but Celia, since you rolled high enough, you as you're slamming on, you hear some rattling to your left.
My left. That's so. I'm gonna go back. Does it sound like it's coming from the room with the crib?
No, it's much closer than that.
So this is my left, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I obviously don't see anything.
So the space there, the mirror hangs on the wall.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look into the mirror.
You look into the mirror and you see yourself. Give me a perception check.
I'm gonna touch it too as I look into it.
Matrix.
You see yourself. The mirror has some nice engravings around it. Like it's like a wood frame with like some nice carvings. They look like maybe like ivy or berries, maybe.
I'm gonna put my ear up to it and listen. See if I hear anything.
Give me a perception check. As you take and lean into it and like put your ear to it, you kind of hear it like click as it like kind of falls back just a little bit. And you kind of hear if Sinalis is doing anything, you'll hear like footsteps or some murmuring. You hear it looks like Loafer came in a second, like as you were doing this. So you'd hear him like approaching.
Can I take the mirror off the wall?
So you go ahead and you start reaching for the mirror. You start like pulling at it, and you hear kind of a pop as it hinges and leaves a door.
I found the thing.
Oh, is it coming with another mirror on my hand?
Wonderful. Would you wish Bob? Okay.
I'll go after her, Bob. Oh, you go ahead, Bob.
So I gotta be honest, I think I gotta go to bed.
That's fair. You
That's
sound like
fair.
you were fading.
Yeah.
So we're
If
gonna.
you,
We can
I-
It is
sell
a
it.
good point. To
I
look at.
guess it becomes a 2-shot then, doesn't it? As you
Yes.
That's what they all
guys.
do.
As all one
Yep,
shots do.
that's all.
No, I
Not
had a
true.
one shot. That was a one shot.
It's like Hectics and
Hectics,
7X
yeah.
or Pickaxe or whatever.
The seventh
Oh yeah,
axe.
the seven dwarves.
Jeez.
I said
He's-
7X first.
You know.
So
Yeah, I had a feeling this would be a 2-shot, which is fun.
So did I, to be honest.
All right, have a good night, Dammy. Solo, your first sesh. How you
Good
feeling?
night.
I'm sweating profusely.
Take off
You're
the
doing a
hoodie.
really good job.
You're doing really well.
you're doing
Really,
Doing very
really
well. Like for example, testing you with like different little things
No,
and
you're
seeing how you
answering all.
react. You're reacting so good.
There's only been a few questionable decisions, but other than that, you've done very spot on, and you've had answers pretty quickly. So you're doing just fine.
Solo.
Yeah, I feel bad about the Wraith giving the attack because I didn't realize. I thought that was like. So, well, I guess it's dead. You guys did successfully kill it. But yeah, it was a Spectre. And basically, it was defending.
No, the worst part is if I would have gone before it and gotten my shield off, it would never have hit me.
Fair enough.
But just remember the number one rule of a DM: if somebody complains how you DM, your response is always, "Well, you can DM next time if you wish."
Oh,
I'm up to criticism. I mean,
I mean
Yeah.
it's your first time, so you're gonna make mistakes, but you did very well.
Yeah, there was no real major mistake.
I don't know of any mistakes, but I don't really play.
Yeah, I'm like I'm pulling the mirror, and you're like, oh, okay then.
No,
you
the
know
only,
I don't know why, but okay.
Yeah, exactly.
the only minor mistakes, which are super minor, and again, you really never tell your players that you don't know something or that you just made something up. Like, I think there was something outside the town, or when we.
Oh, you said something about this is the town I never thought of to name.
Yeah, don't say that. Just come up with a name. The players will never know you never thought up to name the
Pick a
town.
name out of some random video
You
game.
could call
that's
it.
fair at the start. Yeah.
Random generator.
You could call it
The
John.
start was entirely improv. Like I had no idea anything for the start, and I was like, I don't know, like because you guys, like what town? Like what town are you in? Like whose area we base this off? Whose town is this? Whose area is this? I was like, I didn't think that far into it.
See,
That wasn't what I was
that's-
thinking about.
For things that don't matter, that will literally never come back up, you'd be surprised how many players have an affinity for Stumptown, or like it doesn't matter. Like,
Yep.
it's the town of
Old
Baldur's
Driftwood.
Gate.
It's
Old Driftwood.
Rockville.
It
called
could be
Rockville, and that's
Baldur's
it.
Gate. It could be Neverwinter. It could be Sword Coast. Sword
Yeah,
Coast is a coast, but they called it the freaking Sword Coast because it's a town. Why not? You could call it Bobsville. Like,
you were
That-
hanging
like
out
I
in the
said,
Blood Aqueduct,
Bob,
and there's a
there's
guy in a
some
white shirt.
Cordville, yep. Like I said,
Yeah.
that's
Literally doesn't
minor mistake. That's all. It wasn't, but
Yeah.
major mistakes, nothing really.
Yeah,
No.
you went well with like all the crazy little things.
Yeah,
like
me going in the pantry looking for food.
pulling a
There's-
mirror out of a wall.
Like I said, there's been some questionable decisions on skills and abilities, but every DM does that, and every player has an issue with
I have
it.
no idea what you're talking about, Dammy.
I would
Every-
never disagree with people's choices ever.
Nope.
Of course
Not
not. You would
once.
never disagree with the DM as you being a player where the DM's decision was not what you were expecting.
I am curious. Do you know any off the top of your head that you didn't agree with? I'm just curious because like
Not
they might
going to
have
tell
been
you
okay.
because they're so
I-
minor they don't matter, so you shouldn't focus on it. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, all the major things you hit spot on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's no major issues.
Me trying
I mean-
to figure out if a Spectre would show up on Detect Magic. Like fuck, I didn't. That's not in
No.
here.
No, it would not.
I found that out. I had to Google that one.
Yeah, the reason it would not is
See ya,
because
Demi.
it's an undead being and not matter of magic.
Ah,
Damn.
but unless the undead
Thanks
being
for coming,
was
Dammy.
summoned by
I was just saying
higher
it's not a
power,
magical
Yeah.
creature.
then it would
Unless
be a
it's summoned by
magical
magic, then yeah, because it would show evocation, right? Because it was
Conjuration.
summoned. Conjuration.
I guess the only other thing, and I mean it's fine since it's now a precedent, is like Park said. Usually, very rarely do bad guys get the surprise attack.
Yeah, the problem was that the suit of armor and the boom both say if you step within 5 feet of them, they attack you. So
Yeah.
they had to get the jump.
No, that's fine. Like I said, very
That
rarely.
makes sense.
I said it happens. I said
Well,
it
no.
never
Let me
happens.
rephrase. It says they attack you. which means they initiate combat. It doesn't state they get a free hit.
Yeah, free hits are
Okay.
powerful.
So
Okay, that's fair.
yeah, no.
Right now,
Well, see, I think the Banshee lady, she would get a reaction to hit you. You know, because he reached into her area space.
Yeah, and that kind of seems like how Solo's been playing it, which is fun. But yeah, the idea of an
Yeah, I
actual
guess it's
surprise
just
round
aggression.
was faded out in 3.5.
Understandably so, because you could get ambushed easily.
Oh yeah,
makes
and the
sense.
players can't do jack. Like
Yeah, the players are the one doing the ambush, not the NPCs.
Okay, my bad.
Makes
no,
sense.
you're
Noted.
good.
I
See,
kind of
even
assumed
I
if they
didn't know that.
initiated an attack meant that they attack you. Like that seemed pretty straightforward.
No, think of it Final Fantasy or Pokemon.
You
They
get jump
initiate-
attack, combat starts,
Combat
initiative goes,
starts.
rolls.
Yep.
Okay.
That makes a lot more sense.
Now, if it makes sense narratively, like that they get a Bilbo Bilbo Baggins style reaching for the ring, like if it makes sense that they get a surprise, sure, but just not like surprise attack, they fireball you.
I got scared with the Spectre, honestly. Like the Spectre scared me.
Nah, yeah, it's.
Did you almost kill somebody?
Yes.
I ripped Bracken with that hit. I
He
can't.
hit-
That
he-
didn't feel good.
He dealt me more than half of my health, and now my health is cut
Ooh.
in half
Yeah.
because it lowered my maximum health. So now I can't even heal that back.
Yeah.
Is it like
Does
a
he fail the
curse?
save?
Can it be
Like,
like dispelled or anything?
I think it's
You'll
a
have
later
to figure that out.
restoration.
See, I
mean, I meant like.
You'll have to figure that out in game.
as a player, I know the answer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if there's like curses like there is in like WoW. Like, is that or how is? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Curses do exist in
Because
the
I
world of
just don't
D&D.
know how D&D does curses and
Yeah.
poisons and stuff
Well,
like
honestly, curses come in all different shapes and sizes and varieties.
Yeah, and you'll
So
for
the thing is,
curses you'll need
find
like a
out.
remove curse or a lesser restoration.
Yeah. And some curses have a drawback to being removed. Quote example would be in like campaign 1 from Vox Machina. I
Doesn't
won't
know
say
that.
in case you haven't watched it, but there's a very great example.
Yeah, like poisons. Poisons have antidotes.
Gotcha.
Oh, and you guys would
So
know.
I guess so. Just based on it depends on what it is. Depends on if you can do anything about it. But most of
Exactly.
the time, if you have something, can always be treated. You just may not have the resources
Yes,
available
you may not
to
have
you.
the solution on hand. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, that's kind of what I was asking. I didn't want to know exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, and as you guys have adventured with me, you would know I have a healer's kit. In
Question.
case someone
For
goes
us
down.
humans,
Yeah.
You can use a healer's kit on me.
can we?
Yes.
Yeah, Warforges are not full-on constructs; they're living things, so you can heal them and you can use a medical kit on them.
I'm sad.
That's-
There's
Here's the
some
thing.
minor details that I'm sad you guys didn't look more into. Because there's a lot of like grim detail for this, and I'm just sad you missed it.
Like
Yeah.
I'm starting to like put some of the details, like for example the crib. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bob doesn't care.
yeah.
Like Bob
I felt I
doesn't
described that
care.
well for you too. It's just a random wooden cage. Like
Yeah.
I don't.
No, it was great. Yeah, it's a cage with a cloth on it. All right, next room. Bob don't care.
Like it's a crib that looks like a cage.
All right,
and
chat.
then there's
We're gonna
this
call it here. We'll be
banshee,
back
like,
on tomorrow with more
protecting it,
Resident
and
Evil
then
4
when
speedruns. And
obviously
I'm actually gonna do a
Sonales doesn't know
brand
this, but
new
when Court looked at
category
the
that no one's ever
wardrobe
done.
and it's like
So
like
I'm rounding
servant,
that
I'm
out.
like,
So be prepared for that. This will come up probably in 2 weeks.
putting the things from
assuming
the letter
barring
together. It's
nothing
like,
happens.
oh
So that'll be
boy,
the 19th.
this
Yeah.
man was getting
Um,
feisty with his servants.
This week will be the normal Tomb of Annihilation, and of course the Wednesday game.
The letter doesn't say that he
So yeah,
slept
until
with a
next time,
servant.
thanks to everybody
No,
for
but
hanging
you can
out.
put one with one
and
together, and
Thank
it
you,
might equal
Zular and
two.
Courtbug for the
I mean, it
resubs.
may not be a servant. It might be a
Love you all.
slave.
If no one told you yet, and remember to stay
Well,
safe out
it's
there.
called indentured service.